From ABC News, I'm Chuck Severson. An expectation of experts is that Israel will sometime replace its targeted raids looking for hostages in Gaza with a big ground invasion. Israel tells over 1 million people in Gaza to evacuate. President Biden says he's working with overseas leaders in the UN to get help for innocent civilians.
We can't lose sight of the fact that the overwhelming majority of Palestinians had nothing to do with Hamas and Hamas's appalling attacks. And they're suffering as a result as well.
President in Philadelphia, ABC News senior White House correspondent Selena Wang.
We also know that there are less than a handful, according to the White House, of Americans who are being held hostage. The president there saying he's doing everything he can to try and rescue them. The latest we know is that the U.S. has sent experts to the region to try and work on those hostage rescue efforts.
ABC's James Longman in Tel Aviv.
Israel wants to be able to root out Hamas. I'm going to be looking to see what their actual plan is to do that because the international community has already started to condemn Israel for what looks like collective punishment. But we'll wait and see what the ground invasion actually looks like.
Union workers in the big hospital healthcare chain Kaiser Permanente across the country have gotten a tentative contract agreement after a big strike, a 3-day strike. ABC's Alex Stone in Los Angeles.
Both sides are crediting U.S. Labor Secretary Julie Su for a couple of all-night negotiating meetings that led to the agreement. If approved by union members, a minimum wage for nurses and other healthcare workers at Kaiser would be $25 an hour in California and $23 an hour elsewhere, and wages would increase 21% over 4 years to attract more staff.
A mixed end to Wall Street's week. The Dow gained 39 points. The broader S&P 500 index lost 22. The Nasdaq down 167. The Mideast war sparking economic concerns and causing the price of oil to go up. You're listening to ABC News.
Imagine it's the last ride, but your symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, are taking you for a ride. What should you do? Keep managing your constipation with belly pain the same old way? Or try getting ahead of your symptoms by talking to your doctor about treating it with Linzess, linaclotide. Linzess is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Calling on Iran.
She's pushing vigilance.
We should all be concerned. We should all be monitoring what is happening.
Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, wearing an American-Israeli flag pin, called the Hamas attack outrageous.
And there is no doubt in my mind, over the years, Iran has trained and funded not just Hamas, but Hezbollah and other terrorist organizations.
The Nevada Democrat adding we need to continue to keep watch.
And what I know and see and what I am hearing rightfully from the administration as well as from Israel, we have to be on guard at all levels.
Greg Neff, ABC News, Reno.
House Republicans have nominated an Ohio congressman to be Speaker, but no indication yet this means a breakthrough, says ABC News national correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
Jim Jordan won the GOP nomination for Speaker with a majority vote, but when a second secret ballot asked Republicans whether they'd vote for Jordan on the floor, more than 50 said they would not. Members will now go home for the weekend, and there's no clear path forward. But one distinct possibility is a vote on the floor next week that would put Jordan's nomination to the test and force his Republican opponents to make their objections known in public.
Another warning since expanding their strike to Ford's most profitable factory from Auto Workers President Shawn Fain.
Taking out Kentucky Truck sent a very clear message not only to Ford, but to GM and Stellantis as well. Don't you dare slow walk us or lowball us.
This is ABC News.
Here's a message just for the attorneys out there. So you passed the bar, joined a firm, or even built your own. Now are you finding out that you're doing more administration than actual law practice? Lexicon can help. Lexicon is a legal technology provider with over a decade of experience streamlining administrative tasks like timekeeping, billing, and more, so you can focus on maximizing billable hours and increasing client satisfaction. Call 855-4-LEXICON or visit lexiconservices.com/go to learn more.
Chuck Severson, ABC News.
Get touchdown for Yankton. Brought down in the backfield by Yankton. Touchdown, Yankton!
You are listening to Bucks Football on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
First Dakota National Bank, Hy-Vee, the UPS Store, Truxedo, First Chiropractic Centers, MT&RC Smith Insurance, FNBO, Vision Care Associates, Yankton Medical Clinic, Yankton Rexall.
Now we go live to the KYNT studios for the kickoff show. Kicking off right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It is week 8 of the 2023 Class 11 AA football season, and the Yankton Bucks are on the road as they're taking on the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. This is the Bucks Football Kickoff Show here on KYNT and KYNTV. I am Brayden Butler. And the Bucks Football Kickoff Show is brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Big matchup between these two teams, both ranked in the top 5 in the latest Class 11 AA media polls. The Bucks in second, entering with a 6-1 overall record, while Aberdeen Central holds on to a 4-3 record. Taking a quick look at last week's matchups for both teams, starting with the Yankton Bucks, who are on the road today. They have won 3 straight, culminating with their 27-14 win on senior night last week over Sioux Falls Roosevelt. As for the Golden Eagles, they got back into the win column last week, a 13-0 shutout victory on the road over the Brookings Bobcats. Both teams getting hot at the right time heading into the postseason. The Bucks winners of 3 straight, with the Golden Eagles winners of 4 of their last 5. Plenty of things to come here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show, breaking down this matchup between the Golden Eagles and the Yankton Bucks. Before we get into our first break, however, I'd like to thank a couple of our Sportscaster Club members for helping make this broadcast possible. Starting with America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. Take your first break here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show. When we return, we will have your Friday night rewind from last week's victory for the Yankton Bucks over the Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders, as well as a pair of Buck in the Headlight interviews. Bucks Football Kickoff Show on KYNT, KYNTV. Back after this.
Hy-Vee makes grocery shopping easy with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. Just order online, schedule a pickup or delivery time, then leave the shopping to us. Download the Hy-Vee app or go to HyVeeAislesOnline.com. It's easy to create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Plus, with Hy-Vee Aisles Online, pickup is free on orders over $24.95, and delivery is free with the Hy-Vee Plus membership. Save time, shop online with Hy-Vee Aisles Online.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12-packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Welcome back in here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show, brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. We go to your Friday night rewind here on the pregame show, brought to you by Larry's Heating and Cooling, your only locally owned Lennox dealer in Yankton and Vermilion. As we do every week for the Friday night rewind, we go to the game flow, looking at key moments for both teams in the previous week, and it was a big week for the Yankton Bucks as they defeated Sioux Falls Roosevelt 27-14 on senior night. Evan Sirk got the scoring started for the Bucks as he took a 21-yard scamper to the end zone for 6 points Yankton's way.
3rd and 1 for the Bucks. Matthew Sheldon, the up back, in motion, hand up to Sirk. He goes off the left side. He has some room right in the middle of the field. You can count it. Evan the Muscle Sirk
Sioux Falls Roosevelt would answer later on in the first quarter, an 18-yard touchdown pass as the Jacksons hooked up. Jackson Brower to Jackson Grevengood.
It's the snap. He's looking to pass. Looks off to the right side. Under pressure. Darts one up the middle and into the hands of Jackson Grevengood. Sioux Falls Roosevelt touchdown.
Lucas Kamshoff would score the next touchdown in the matchup. This one going the Bucks' way, a 2-yard touchdown run from a power formation.
As Kamshoff in the shotgun. Has Evan Sirk to his immediate left side. It's a handoff. No, it's a keeper for Lucas Kamshoff, and he raises the ball before he crosses the goal line. You can count it. Yankton Bucks take the lead.
Sioux Falls Roosevelt was driving, trying to answer with another score, but their momentum was stopped as a fumble was forced by Bryce Krall, picked up by Riker Frang.
Play clock at 2 seconds. High snap. Brower pulls it down, and he does not get the first. The ball is loose. The ball is loose, and it is Yankton football.
Riker Frang diving in there and getting that one.
In the second quarter of action, the third touchdown will be put on the board for the Yankton Bucks offense. Another power touchdown run by quarterback Lucas Kamshoff.
Kamshoff, high snap. He'll be... No, he's not stopped short. You can count it. He went up the middle, Josh. He was slowed down. Nothing was there. And was able to stretch his legs out, bounce out to the outside, stretch across the goal line. Yankton Bucks touchdown.
Late in the first half, Jackson Brower is trying to get the Roosevelt Rough Riders back on the board as he takes a shot towards the end zone, but it was intercepted by Tucker Gilmore, and the ball goes back to the Bucks.
Keeps it himself. He's looking to pass. He rolls out to the right side. Under some pressure, tosses it up, and ball is intercepted by Yankton, unless they're going to say that Tucker Gilmore stepped out of the bounds. It's intercepted by Yankton.
The Bucks put on a drive, milking the clock to end the first half, and as time expired, Josue Trujillo put 3 on the board from 28 yards out.
A 28-yard field goal now for Yankton. Conway will snap. Nelson will hold. Trujillo puts it through the uprights. Josue Trujillo, 28-yard field goal is good, and that will end the first half as the clock shows 0. Yankton 24, Sioux Falls Roosevelt 7.
First score of the second half would belong to the Rough Riders as quarterback Jackson Brower took a 2-yard run for a touchdown.
As Brower has Steve to his right side. And it's quarterback keeper for Brower, and he gets into the end zone. Sioux Falls Roosevelt touchdown.
Josue Trujillo's name would be called again for the next Yankton Bucks score. This one a 32-yard field goal in the third quarter.
A 32-yard field goal attempt. Nice snap, nice hold. The kick is up and is good. So no harm, no foul as Yankton takes a 27-14 lead.
That Trujillo field goal will be the last score of the game for either team, but a couple big defensive plays helped seal the game for the Bucks, starting with this interception by Tucker Gilmore, his second of the day.
Steve in motion. Brower to pass, middle of the field. It's up, and it is picked off by Tucker Gilmore. Interception, Yankton.
The Bucks would finally seal the game as a ball was tipped around and it ended up in the waiting arms of Bodie Thurman, a third interception for the Yankton defense.
There's some pressure late. Rolls up to his right, looking downfield. Ball is up, and ball brought in by Sioux Falls Roosevelt at midfield. No!
Oh, they're saying that's a Buck who got it in on that one. And it was Bodie Thurman.
And that does it for this week's Friday Night Rewind, brought to you by Larry's Heating and Cooling, your only locally owned Lennox dealer in Yankton and Vermilion. Next up here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show, we go to your Buck in the Headline interview. 2 interviews this week, one with Austin Goebel, a senior wide receiver, defensive back, and kick returner for Yankton High School, as well as Josue Trujillo, the place kicker and punter for the Bucks. We'll play our interviews the same way they were recorded earlier this week at Bucks football practice, starting off with Austin Goebel.
Joining me is Austin Goebel, wide receiver, defensive back, kick returner. If you have any other responsibilities that we don't know about, feel free to name them. But you play all sides of the ball for the Yankton Bucks. You're coming up on a big game against Aberdeen Central, getting down to the end of the regular season. How are you feeling so far with the season as a team and as personally as well, how your individual accomplishments this year?
Feeling pretty good. Season's gone pretty well. The team is looking better. We've come a long way. A lot of guys have come from barely even playing or not been on the field to somebody who starts now and has a big role on the team. The game this Friday is going to be a big one. Hopefully we can pull it out and the power points are coming close for that #1 spot in the power rankings. So hopefully we can get there and take that.
You know, we mentioned it a little earlier, playing all sides of the ball. We'll start with your role on offense as a wide receiver, working out of the slot as well as outside sometimes, a lot of pre-snap motion with you. What goes into the scheme for that? Like, what do you see from the defense that allows that pre-snap motion and then you to find some spaces downfield?
Getting put into motion helps me and makes the defense like have to adjust and change to what I'm doing, and it also helps me come off the line quicker and get like a little boost, I'd say, when I'm running. So that helps me get separation and find open space.
And then just talk about your chemistry with your fellow receivers. I know we've talked to Tucker Gilmore previously this year, Peyton Peterson as well as your quarterback, Lucas Kamshoff, the kind of chemistry you guys have developed.
Yeah, playing with them ever since I can remember, growing up with them, just playing football in the backyard and knowing how they play and what their strengths are, helps me know what I can do and contribute to that.
You know, we talked about playing both sides of the ball, so defensively as well in the defensive back group, as well as on kick returns and special teams. So talk about some of your favorite moments so far this year defensively, and then obviously a big one for you, a big kick return against T earlier this year, if you could talk about that as well on special teams.
Yeah, so after they returned the kick return on us, and then we had to go out there. I mean, at that point, it's just like, go give it all you got and run as hard as you can, and it ended up working. We found a hole. I mean, we work a lot on kick return and kickoff. So the two special teams we probably work on the most. And then playing DB, I'd say, I mean, that's a big change for me. I've never played defense in my life until this year. And I'd say toward the end of the games when you're up and the other team is struggling and trying to go as fast as they can, and then you just get up and press on them, they just lose all thought and they become a mess.
One final question for you before I let you go get ready for practice here. What is your favorite moment as a Bucks football player, either this season or in your career?
I mean, it took me 3 years to do it, so I'd probably say the kick return.
Glad you got one, and good luck on Friday against Aberdeen.
Thank you.
We go to our second Buck in the Headline interview this week with Josue Trujillo, the kicker and punter for Yankton Bucks football.
Brayden Butler here with the Bucks football kickoff show. Joining me is Josue Trujillo, the kicker for the Yankton Bucks. We kind of joked about it before we went live with the recording here, but wearing the number 7, talk about, is it like a tradition for a very good Yankton Bucks kickers just to wear the number 7 with Trevor Paulson before you? But you mentioned there's some soccer roots to that as well.
Yeah, when I was younger, I played soccer for most of my life, and then my idol was like Cristiano Ronaldo. He's like my favorite player, and then he always wore 7. So then I just thought it was like really nice to wear it this year. And then, well, with Trevor graduating and him teaching me for the past 3 years alongside with Hale, I think it was just like something neat to continue the tradition of kicking here in Yankton.
You know, you brought him up, so I got to ask about him again. Trevor Paulson, he's active in our live stream chats on Friday nights, especially when you're going out to kick. That's my kicker. He's always giving you support from behind the computer screen as well. I know you don't see it obviously on game day, but is it talk about what he has helped teach you when it comes to kicking, as well as you mentioned one of the coaches here, Brady Hell.
Yeah, well, Trevor helped me like get started in first of all, and then like for the past few years, he's helped me develop my skills, whether it's punting, kicking off, field goals, everything. And yeah, he talks to me after every game and tells me like good job and stuff like that. So I think it's still pretty neat to have him like watch us, and then especially watch me how the whole season is going with the team and individually.
You know, not just with Trevor Paulson. Can you speak on the camaraderie of this team? Because it feels like I see you after a big field goal or something. It feels like everybody's dapping you up, going back to the sidelines and everything else as you're trying to get out there, get the kicking tee, go do your other job. So can you talk about the camaraderie of this team and this Yankton Bucks squad?
Yeah, I feel like the chemistry on this team is something else that I've ever experienced before. The chemistry is there. Like, we all support each other no matter what happens, and every single play you hear us yelling, pass, run on defense, and then on offense we're always cheering the offense on. So I feel like this is a special team, and I think we can take this team places.
Let's talk about your consistency as a kicker this year. One of the most consistent kickers in the class right now. You can count on about 3 fingers how many times the ball has come off your foot and it hasn't gone through the uprights this season, whether it be extra points or field goals themselves. Can you talk about the work you put out there in practice that really shows out on game day when you're able to hit those kicks?
Yeah, so the whole week I'm always practicing. Mondays focusing on punting, Tuesday field goal and then recovery. Wednesdays, like all of them, at the same time, and then Thursdays were like our pregame. So we're always like integrating all of the special teams and working on them as much as we can.
Your time here as a Bucks player, you're senior this year as kicker for this team. What is your favorite moment, either this season as a Bucks player or in your Bucks career?
I feel like my favorite part this season was just beating Brookings, shutting them out for our homecoming, and having a good time.
It's always a great time. And thank you for taking the time to talk to me, Josue. Yeah. Good luck out there today, and good luck on Friday against Aberdeen.
That was Austin Goebel and Josue Trujillo for this week's Buck in the Headlight interviews. Both looking for another big win on the road tonight against Aberdeen Central. Going to take another break here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show. When we return, we'll have your standings review, looking at Class 11 AA, as well as every other major class in the state of South Dakota, as we are getting down towards brass tacks when it comes to the playoffs. Before we go to break, I'd like to thank a couple of our Sportscaster Club members for making this broadcast possible. Starting with Aztec of Yankton. They were founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Right now, they are offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call today to set up an appointment. One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution, located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. And lastly, Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire, because they do more than sell tires. Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. Take another break on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show. When we return, we will have your standings review, as I mentioned earlier. Bucks Football Kickoff Show brought to you by Hy-Vee here on KYNT and KYNTV. Back after this.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmock cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
Welcome back in here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show, brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. I am Brayden Butler, and we go to your standings review here on the Kickoff Show, taking a look at Class 11 AA from top to bottom, as well as the top 5 in every other 11 and 9-man class in South Dakota. Your standings review is brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Starting in Class 11 AA, as that's where our matchup is today, Pierre TF Riggs, 6-1 on the year, 43.714 seed points. They are number 1 overall, followed by Yankton. Same amount of seed points, same record as well, but Pierre owns the head-to-head tiebreaker. Third place is T at 5-2 in the season, 43.5 seed points. Watertown, 4th at 5-2 with 42.14 seed points. Aberdeen Central, the Bucks' opponent today, in 5th, rounding out the top 5. 4-3 on the year, 40.571 seed points. Looking at the rest of the class, we got Huron in 6th at 3-4, Spearfish in 7th, and Sturgis Brown in 8th, both 4-3 on the season. And then 3 teams who are 1-6 on the year, Mitchell in 9th, Brookings in 10th, and Douglas in 11th. Take a look at the top 5 now around the other South Dakota classes. Sioux Falls Lincoln in AAA has the top spot, the only undefeated team left in 11 AAA. At 7-0. O'Gorman 2nd at 6-1. Harrisburg 3rd at 5-2. Sioux Falls Jefferson 4th at 5-2 as well, with Brandon Valley rounding out the top 5 at 4-3. Going to Class 11 Single A now, Del Rapids undefeated at top of the list at 7-0 on the year. They are followed by West Central in 2nd at 6-1, and it's 3 5-2 teams that round out the top 5 for 11A. Canton in 3rd, Sioux Falls Christian in 4th, and Dakota Valley in 5th. Go to 11B now as Winter holds the top spot at 7-0. They're followed by Dual and Sioux Valley, who are also undefeated on the year, as well as Woonsocket, Washington Springs, Sanborn Central, All 4 of those teams 7-0, and they are the top 4 teams in 11B in that order. Elk Point Jefferson rounding out the top 5, the first team with a loss at 6-1. Go to 9AA now. Parkston, undefeated at 8-0, is in the top spot, followed by Wall in second and Hamlin in third, both 7-1 on the year. Platte Geddes and Stanley County round out the top 5, both those teams 6-1 on the season. Go to Class 9 Single A, 3 undefeated teams at the top of the class. Warner in first, Alcester Hudson second, and Phillip third, all 7-0. Canastota in fourth at 6-1, with Hartington County Bison in fifth at 7-1. Rounding it out with Class 9B, DeSmit at the top spot at 6-1 on the year, followed by Faulkton Area, also 6-1. Avon and Corsica Stickney are third and fourth at 5-2, with Harriet Selby Area rounding out the top 5 at 6-2. That is it for this week's standings review here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show. Before we go to another break, I'd like to thank a couple more of our Sportscaster Club members, starting with the UPS Store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. And FloorTech. Whether your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech 665-4839. Gonna take another break. Come back here shortly on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show, KYNT, KYNTV. We roll on after this.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Welcome back in here on KYNT, KYNTV. It's the Bucks Football Kickoff Show, brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. We go to your matchup preview here ahead of tonight's game between the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles and the Yankton Bucks. Eric Bean of the Yankton Press and Dakotan joins us as he does every week. Thank him for taking time out of his day to talk to us, and we go to that interview now. This is Brayden Butler here for the Bucks Football Kickoff Show. Joining me as he does every week is Eric Bean, the assistant sports editor for the Yankton Press and Dakotan. Over the phone this week, Eric, but we're still getting our interview in. How are you doing today?
Doing well, Brayden. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well myself. Excited for this week's matchup. The Yankton Bucks on the road taking on the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles, a team that has given the Bucks some trouble the last couple years since Aberdeen came down from Class 11 AAA, reclassifying a few seasons ago to AA.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Brady Muth said that this is going to be a very difficult matchup. Said that Aberdeen's front offensive line looks like a college offensive line, and just said that they're a physical football team. So it's going to be challenging. Called them one of the more imposing lineups the Bucks will face this year.
And we know that Coach Muth likes to preach physicality, and it's going to be tough to win that physicality battle against a team that is built and has as many big guys like Aberdeen Central has, who not only are strong but athletic as well, especially with an Aberdeen Central defense that has been played very well, the last couple weeks, winning 4 out of their last 5 since starting 0-2 for the Golden Eagles.
Yep, and then they have a cornerback, Comstock, who got 4 interceptions against Brookings last week. And Brookings, I don't know how much they passed the football, and Yankton had their success against them, but 4 interceptions is pretty impressive stat. So, and Brookings wasn't really able to get the running game going against them either. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how Yankton attacks Aberdeen, especially with how the weather is going to be up there, and if they go up tempo a bit more or do maybe a bit more of what we saw in the second half last week with slowing things down?
I know you mentioned a bit there the weather. It is projected to be very rainy in Aberdeen Friday evening for this matchup between the Golden Eagles and the Bucks. So expecting to see more of the running game from both teams and two squads that are looking to hold on to the football too if they do keep it on the ground. I think Yankton's only got one fumble this year total. Or that they've lost, and not as many for Aberdeen Central as well. So we could see a fast-paced game, or a fast time game, like the time moves fast itself, but a slow it down pace out on the actual field.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Yankton does with Cirque starting and maybe a bigger dose of Matthew Sheldon this week if it's raining from the backfield. That's just speculation on my part. But yeah, I mean, Aberdeen has a good running back in Avery Ligon as well. Coach Muth talked about how the edge players have to make sure they're being assignment sound, making sure they're stretching out that line, and the linebackers making sure that they're filling those gaps to really stop this Aberdeen rushing attack. So I think if Yankton's able to do that, and if they're able to maybe get some passing game going and keep Aberdeen honest, the Bucks will have a pretty good shot at winning tomorrow night.
All right, Eric, thank you as always for taking time out of your day to talk to us here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show. Is there any final thoughts you have about this game?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be interesting to see how the lines play against each other. Coach Breeze from Aberdeen said that Yankton's line play is better this year, which I think in the past 2 years, both Aberdeen victories, the Golden Eagles have had that edge, and this year it'll be interesting to see who really wins in the trenches tomorrow night.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you, Eric, for taking time out of your day to talk to me, and we'll get you back on next week. Hoping for a good one between Aberdeen and Yankton this week.
Yep, absolutely, Brayden. Thanks for having me, and take care.
Before we go to another break here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show, I'd like to thank a couple more of our Sportscaster Club members, starting with Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton Sports. We need to be sure, make it Sherco. Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. They've been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they'll help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Roy Wilcox State Farm is a proud supporter of Yankton Athletics. Pizza Ranch. For the legendary chicken and the best pizza, it's Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway or over the phone 665-1222. Lastly, Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is a proud supporter of all area athletes. Getting closer to kickoff here on KYNT and KYNTV. The Bucks Football Kickoff Show will be back after this.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back in here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show, brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. I am Brayden Butler. Looking ahead to this matchup this evening between Aberdeen Central and Yankton, we go to your opponent interview, brought to you by Ben's Brewing downtown. If it's on KYNTV, it's on at Ben's Brewing. Ben's Brewing is a proud supporter of Yankton Bucks and Gazelles athletics. Visit bensbrewing.com/sports. to see the upcoming games being shown downtown at Ben's Brewing. This week's opponent interview is with Matt McClure, the play-by-play broadcaster for Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles Athletics for Hub City Radio in Aberdeen. We go to the interview now. Talking to Matt McClure here on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show. He's the Aberdeen Central broadcaster for Hub City Radio. Matt, taking a look at this Aberdeen Central team, they started off with back-to-back losses early on, but they've really turned it on of late. 4 of their last 5. Very good efforts on defense as well. If you could talk about this, a little bit of a resurgence here late in the season as they seem to be hitting their stride at the right time.
Yeah, the defense has really stepped up here last week, or the last couple weeks for Aberdeen Central. Got off to a tough start. The schedule was pretty tough. They played Pier to start the year. They played T. But since those 2 games, the defense has really stepped up. And somebody to look forward to on that Aberdeen Central defense is Brayden Comstock. He had 4 interceptions last week in Aberdeen Central's win against Mitchell. The secondary as a whole is where Aberdeen Central's strong suit. They got a lot of upperclassmen up there. You're going to see a lot of Cordell Ricklick. He had 2 interceptions last week. Jet Carlson as well. That defensive backs, or the defensive secondary for Aberdeen Central, is one of their strong suits of their team, and that's where they've really been able to force turnovers and give short fields for the offense.
Talk about wins in 4 of their last 5 for Aberdeen Central. The defense has been playing very well, as you just covered. Outside of that, 1 loss to Watertown, which was a low-scoring affair, a very close one. How has the offense looked during this stretch of games as well?
Well, the offensive line has really been a key for this team. They started the season, they struggled. You know, Coach Breeze told me, hey, we got to be better up front. Pretty simple like that, because they got a lot of upperclassmen on that front line, and since the season has gone on, that group has gelled. They've been able to get a push up front, and it's allowed lanes for speedster running back Avery Ligon to find holes in the defense. And we talked to head coach Justin Breeze about Avery Ligon, and he said, Matt, he's got so much better vision than what we've seen in past years with Avery. So he's really grown. He's always said he's always been a track star. He can always run. He's always been able to run fast. But this year in particular, he's been able to use his vision to kind of, find lanes in the defense, and he's been really good with that this year. And I think those 2 factors have really gelled for Aberdeen Central. The offensive line, they're big. They got good size on the outside. They've been pretty healthy this year. No one's really got hurt on that front line, and they've just gotten better each week.
You've alluded to him a couple of times, Coach Breeze, and what do you know about him as a person? Your talks to him throughout the year. How long has he been with Aberdeen Central, and then what is his philosophy really like as a head coach?
Yeah, Coach Justin Breeze, he's been there now for 2 years. This is his 2nd year at the helm for Aberdeen Central, and his philosophy is pretty simple. Try to use the clock, chew up the clock, and run the football and play solid defense. And when I ask him a lot of times about the passing game or things of that nature, trying to kind of spread the ball out, he always says, hey, Matt, we're going to keep on going to our roots with the run game. He trusts in the run. They run a lot of I formation. They run a lot of, double tight end sets, and that's kind of the style. He's not going to change his style of play, based on what some of the other teams do. He's going to try to run the ball, and from coach or talking with Coach Breeze this year, he's trying to build a culture over there at Aberdeen Central, and he's been able to do it the last 2 years, and I think a lot of guys have bought into what he's been able to do. And in my first year here covering Aberdeen Central, he's been great, talking to me, and I really enjoy head coach Justin Breeze and his chats before games and after games. But I think the philosophy is we're going to play smash mouth football, and I think the guys have bought into that.
All right, one more question for you before we let you go. Thank you again for taking the time to talk to us today for the Bucks Football Kickoff Show. But it's a team in Aberdeen Central that seems to it's the one hurdle that Yankton has been struggling with the last few years. Aberdeen Central has just found a way to have the number of the Bucks, including last year late in the season, a big win at Crane Youngworth Field. What does Aberdeen need to do to keep their momentum going against this Bucks team, and then avoid a potential reverse of last year where Yankton comes in second to last week of the season and defeats the Golden Eagles at home?
Yeah, I think they got to take advantage of scoring opportunities. Aberdeen Central had 8 turnovers last week against Brookings and only put up 13 points on the board. So I think they're going to have to take advantage of of the opportunities they get in the red zone, put some points on the board. Because what Yankton's been able to do this year has nothing short of spectacular, especially on putting points on the board. Just looking at some of the scores that the Bucks have had this year, Aberdeen Central's offense hasn't put up as many points as a team like Yankton. So, if for Aberdeen Central to be successful in tonight's game, they're going to have to really step up on the offensive side and put points on the board. If they do that, I think this could be a close game. If not, we'll have to see what happens. And I think Yankton could have the advantage there. But I think for Aberdeen Central to come out on top, they're going to have to take advantage of the red zone opportunities.
All right, Matt, thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk to me about this matchup. Hoping for a good one on Friday night, and we'll see you at the game as well, as we'll be up there for coverage.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you again to Matt McClure from Hub City Radio for talking to us about the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles ahead of this matchup with the Yankton Bucks. We now go to your Yankton High School pregame coach interview, brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. It's on tap at Charlie's Pizza or in large cans at the Yankton Hy-Vee. This week's interview put together by Josh Boelter, the color commentator for our KYNTV football broadcasts. We go to that now with head coach Brady Muth of the Yankton Bucks.
Coach, a physical game last week against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Where's the team at mentally and physically heading into another big matchup this week against Aberdeen?
This is one thing I love about this group is there's no highs and there's no lows. I think they evaluated the game last week. There were some things we did good, and they look at those things and they say we need to do more of that. There were some things that got to get cleaned up, and we fixed those this week. And so there's ebbs and flows of a season, and sometimes the valleys can get a little deep, but with these guys, everything is just status quo. Every day is just show up and go to work. And this week has been a lot of the same. The goal this week is to beat Aberdeen, and they've been focused on that.
And Coach, Aberdeen's a team that's had Yankton's number over the last couple of years. What are they looking like this year?
Not a whole lot different. They're a big physical team. They're going to run the football, and they're going to play sound defense. They've graduated a lot, real similar to us. I thought Aberdeen was a lot in the same boat as us. They graduated a lot of their statistics off of last year's squad. But when you do the things they do and you do things the way they do them, where they're going to be big and physical and run the football, they're going to play with a fullback. On defense, their defensive line is going to be one of the bigger, more athletic defensive lines we see all year. When you have that type of a system in place, it just stays consistent, and that's what we've seen. I thought Aberdeen would be a top 4 team in the state just because of the way they do things, and so that hasn't changed. Have they stubbed their toe a couple times? Yeah, but everybody has. It's football. We're in the end half of the season here, and so it's a challenge for us, and we have a good memory. If we remember last year, I hate saying we got caught off guard because I don't think that's a situation. I think it takes credit away from Aberdeen. They punched us in the mouth last year, and we didn't handle it very well. That has to be in our memory banks, and we got to make sure we get off the bus ready to play.
All right, Coach, how about some keys to a Bucks victory?
Physicality, obviously, is going to be the key to the game, but converting on third down and then getting off the field on third down on defense. Now, this year, we've changed the way we approach that. We don't look at third down as the money down. We look at first down as the money down. So rather than trying to convert a 3rd and 3, we try to convert a first down and make sure we get 5 yards on that first down. And we try to hold them to under 3 in their first down play. Statistically, we can go into that, why that happens, but it's just a different way to frame it. And it's helped us to be a little bit more successful. We have to make sure that when we have the ball, we score. And because I know they're going to play takeaway. We ran in the last game, we ran 43 plays in the first half. I watch film, there are games where Aberdeen runs 45 to 50 plays in a game. And so if you do the math and you look at how that all plays out, it tells us that we have to be productive when we have the football, and we cannot let them get anything out of their offense. If we can do those things, and I know I've said that before, but it's a recipe that we use. If we can do those things, we got a shot. We have to mentally be ready to win this football game.
Coach, who are some guys on Aberdeen's roster that stand out to you?
Just when you look at their roster and the way they are built, That's an imposing roster, and the guys that they have on the field they got the right guys on the field, and they cause some matchup problems for us. The way you beat all of that is by being more physical, which is why that's where we start every week. Last week I feel confident enough saying we were the more physical team, and more times than not, we are the more physical team. We've got to keep being that team if we want to have the same success.
That was your pregame interview with Yankton Bucks head football coach Brady Muth. Let's send it back to Brayden Butler at KYNT Studios.
Thank you to Josh Boelter for putting that together, and Brady Muth for answering our questions earlier this week at Bucks football practice. Going to take another break here on the Bucks football kickoff show. When we come back, we will send you live to the field up in Aberdeen. Bryce Ladwig and Josh Boelter on the call. Before we go to that final break, I want to thank a couple more of our Sportscaster Club members for making this broadcast possible, starting with Yankton Computer and Network Services. For your complete personal and business computer solutions, rely on Yankton Computer and Network Services. Wishing the best of luck to Yankton Athletics this season. The Fox Stop. For all your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop. And Buell's Cleaners. For rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services, go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. Take one last break here on the Bucks football kickoff show. When we return, we will send you live to the field. It's the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles hosting the Yankton Bucks. KYNT, KYNTV. Back after this.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
It's tailgate season, so stock up the cooler and fire up the grill. Then load that grill with Sheboygan brats, natural casing wieners, and summer sausage. Make sure Sheboygans are a part of your tailgater. Produced with pride at American Food Groups in Yankton.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
It's time for your seasonal flu shot. Flu vaccine is recommended for all those aged 6 months and older. Appointments are recommended. Call 665-7841 to schedule yours today. Walk-ins will be accommodated. Insurance billing available, and most major insurances are accepted. Learn more at YanktonMedicalClinic.com. Seasonal flu shots. Just one more way Yankton Medical Clinic provides so much care, so close to home.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
There are a lot of rates out there, and it can be tough to find the right one. Well, let's make it easy. With FNBO's special offer CD of 5.5% APY for 3, 7, or 17 months, you can earn more, save more, and do more. That's 5.5% annual percentage yield for 3, 7, or 17 months at your nearest FNBO location with a minimum deposit of $500 and an FNBO Premier Checking account. So stop on by and give your savings a great big boost with the Great Big Small Bank. FNBO, member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Football season is here, and you know what that means. Checkers is open every day of the week. That's right. You can get Checkers delicious wings daily and catch all of the football action. Every Monday night, enjoy $6 cheeseburgers and fries. So grab your friends, bring the family, and head on down to Checkers. Open every day of the week. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill on Walnut, just north of 4th Street in Yankton. For work or play, JJ Benji's has got you covered.
JJ Benji's can help your company or business with the right look for employees.
Logoed clothing for casual Fridays, new employees, or daily wear.
The latest styles and materials. Give your team the look you want.
Speaking of team, if you watch the Bucks, Gazelles, or Lancers play,
JJ Benji's is filled with a variety of gear in stock.
For fans from infants to grandparents.
JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton.
For work or play, let JJ Benji's make you look good.
Mount Marty University is hosting a fall open house Saturday, October 21st at 9 a.m. This is an opportunity for interested students and families to tour campus and have lunch. We will preview financial aid information like merit scholarships, when to apply, and what we look for in an application. This event is a great introduction to Mount Marty University for any current high school students or those looking to transfer. Attend the fall open house on October 21st. Register at mountmarty.edu/visit.
Introducing the perfect match for your Yankton High School sports nights. Ben's Brewing Downtown and KYNTV. Whether it's a hard spike, exciting goal, or the biggest Friday night matchup, we're here to amplify your spirits and bring the video streaming excitement to you. Gather your friends and family, tune into the action, and savor every moment with the area's biggest Yankton sports fans. Ben's Brewing Downtown is your sideline seat to unforgettable high school sports moments. If KYNTV is streaming it, it's on at Ben's Brewing Downtown.
Welcome back in here for one final time on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show, brought to you by Hy-Vee. I have been Brayden Butler. Thank you to everyone who joined us on the Bucks Football Kickoff Show to talk about this matchup between Aberdeen Central and Yankton. And thank you, the listener, for tuning in every single week as we look ahead to a massive matchup kicking off here in a couple of minutes up in Aberdeen. I have once again been Brayden Butler. It's time for the Friday Night Lights for one of the final times in the 2023 season. It's the Bucks on the road. It's the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles trying to defend their home turf, and it is live on KYNT, KYNTV right now.
Lunges forward for the pylon. Yankton touchdown!
Put 6 up on the board. That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown.
Gets the handoff and is brought down behind the line by Yankton.
Yankton touchdown!
Brought down right at the 20.
The bowling ball gets into the end zone. The touchdown, Yankton!
Ball is loose! Ball is loose! It's going to be Yankton ball! He's at the 20! The 10, the 5! Touchdown, Yankton! Crane is going wild!
Now, let's go live to KYNT Sports Director and the voice of Yankton Athletics, Bryce Ladwig.
And good evening from up north in Aberdeen's Yankton Bucks Football, KYNT, KYNTV. I'm Bryce Ladwig alongside Josh Boelter, as the Yankton Bucks, sitting at 6-1 on the season, are here at Aberdeen Central High School, taking on the Golden Eagles, who are sitting at 4-3 on the season. And Josh, Yankton's trying to finish his regular season near the top of 11 AA standings. Currently sitting, as I mentioned before, 6-1 with some marquee victories on the season. But Aberdeen is a team that has gotten the best of Yankton the past 2 seasons since the Golden Eagles rejoined Class 11 AA. They defeated Yankton 42-14 in Yankton last season and 40-28 in Aberdeen in 2021. Yankton wants to start setting the record straight.
Right, and this is something where Yankton the last couple of years, Aberdeen has had their number. But this looks like a different Yankton team this season. They're 6-1. They're playing really good football, and they're going to be keeping an eye on a really good Golden Eagles team as well.
Yankton averaging 34.4 points per game to Aberdeen's 15.6. Yankton surrenders just 11 per game, and Aberdeen 14.6. Yards per game, Josh. Yankton at 400 per game, Aberdeen at 206. And then you look at the difference per game for Aberdeen, 72 in the air and an average 135 yards per game on the ground. They are a running team.
Yeah, they're a team that's going to want to run the ball, bleed clock, and then play defense. They are opportunistic as well on defense. You look at it, they have forced 19 takeaways this season, Bryce. It's a dynamic team that's going to want to run the ball, bleed the clock, and play defense.
We're here in the Fairfield Inn broadcast booth, Yankton's newest and nicest hotel. Fairfield Inn is open and located at 21st and Broadway. We do have our national anthem. We'll step aside briefly, come back with your Hy-Vee pregame show, Yankton Bucks Football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Shop Easy wishes all area student athletes the best of luck this sports season. Shop Easy offers everything you need for driving to the game. Hot and cold food and drinks, in-store specials, Cenex gas and diesel, and easy parking. Shop Easy is owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation and is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. for your convenience. Make positive memories with your family and friends this school year, beginning with a stop at Shop Easy, just south of the Discovery Bridge on Highway 81, a proud supporter of all area students and athletes.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. For over 40 years, Sureco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sureco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
And welcome back to the Gene Brownell Complex here in Aberdeen, off the campus of Aberdeen Central High School. So Bryce Ladwig alongside Josh Boelter, Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV. Team captains meeting on top of the Golden Eagle logo here on the field as we continue on with the Hy-Vee pregame show. Let's jump into your vision of the game, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. Josh, I have Yankton, more than likely to win the ground attack to win this game and gain the tough yards up the middle. Easier said than done. That is a very big Aberdeen line.
Right, we talked about this in the last segment. They're a team that's going to want to play defense and run the clock on the offensive side. It's going to be interesting to see if Yankton can get the ground game going. No Shaler Platt again tonight, but it's going to be interesting to see what Evan Sirk can do, as well as maybe some a mix of Jason Lachek in there as well.
And we saw Caden Wavernick in the starting lineup. Nice to have the starting left tackle for Yankton back as well. Connolly did an excellent job coming in replacement, though, which brings us to our key player of the game, brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton. Well, team leaders for Yankton, Lucas Kampshoff leads in passing, of course. 1,600-plus yards in the air, 56% completion percentage, 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And then for Aberdeen, one of the players to look after is Cooper Eisenbeis, 350 yards in the air, receiving, 10 receptions, 4 touchdowns on the season. Colors of the game brought to you by Buell's Cleaners, offering dry cleaning, laundry, and business services like linens, rags, rugs, and uniforms. Buell's Cleaners, 444 3rd Street, Yankton. Yankton in the road whites, red helmets, and Aberdeen in their black uniforms and their blue helmets with the gold trim. And special shout out to those at the KYNTV Watch Party location, Ben's Brewing downtown. If it's on KYNTV, it's on at Ben's Brewing downtown. Visit bensbrewing.com/sports to see the upcoming games being shown downtown at Ben's Brewing. Your officials of the game brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the field. We don't have that list, but I'm sure they're going to do a heck of a job. And the new starting lineups brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. We'll sprinkle that in, Josh, as we move forward as the kickoff is about to happen. And your field conditions brought to you by C&B Equipment. Navigate around your yard with John Deere lawnmowers from C&B Equipment in Yankton. Today's kickoff temperature and wind. What do we have, Josh?
Yeah, it's 44 degrees right now. Winds at about 15 miles an hour here. About a 20% chance of rain tonight.
And there's the kickoff and another week of Yankton Bucks football in the air as it is a touchback. Yankton moving right to left on your screen or listening device. And Aberdeen, of course, moving left to right. Yankton has the ball first. And did you happen to see, Josh, we're kind of running through the clock management. Hold on. A little iffy, but who won the toss?
Yeah, it looked like Aberdeen won the toss, deferred to the second half, so Yankton starting with the ball.
All right, Lucas Kampshoff in the shotgun, ball on the 20-yard line, hand up to Evan Circles off the right tackle, and falls forward for about 4 yards on the carry, and that should make it about 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and Bryce, that's nice there. Nice 4-yard gain on first down. Yankton, or Coach Muth talked about that in the pregame, about how first down's their money down, trying to get 4 or 5 yards.
And Kamshoff in the shotgun, another handoff to Sirk. He goes off the right side. He has plenty of room. He gets to the 40, to the 45, to the 50s. He's still in bounds. Yes, he is. He's in Aberdeen territory, and he's spun out of bounds at the Aberdeen 30-yard line, Josh. Evan Sirk showing what he's shown weeks on end, his ability to break tackles.
Yeah, nice run there by Sirk. Looked like there wasn't much up the middle. He's able to bounce it out there for a nice gain on that play. Nice job by Sirk. First down, Bucks.
24-yard gain for him. And now it is Lucas Kamshoff going off to the other side or handoff to the right side, about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, nice bubble screen there. Looked like it was over to Peyton Peterson there in the flat, able to get about a gain of 5 on that play.
And now Lucas Kamshoff back in the shotgun, empty backfield. He's looking to pass, looking off to his right under some pressure, and he'll throw this one out of bounds and out of play. They'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Yankton.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 here for Yankton. They're kind of, I believe, at about the 25-yard line here. Wouldn't be surprised maybe if this is 4-down territory if Yankton can't convert this.
All right, so big 3rd down for the Bucks. Jason Lachek to Kamshoff's immediate left hip. Austin Goebel motion far to near side. Kamshoff now shotgun rolling to the near side. He's looking downfield, and he does have Tucker Gilmar, who will have the Yankton first down inside the 10-yard line. And Yankton knocking on the door. The opening drive brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. No matter what you drive, fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue in Yankton. Yankton now on the 9-yard line, and we do have a flag, and I believe, Josh, we're kind of far away from the field, but I think that may have been offsides.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be encroachment there on Aberdeen, moving Yankton a little bit closer. They're on the 9 before that play started. And actually, they're going to call a false start here. Looks like on Cordell, the right tackle for Yankton, so that's actually going to move them back. Looks like they end up reversing that one. But so now 1st and goal from about the 13 here for Yankton.
But still in the Midwest Insurance Agency red zone, see Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call to set up an appointment. Empty backfield. Lucas Kamshoff again going off to his left, able to shed a tackle, cuts to the middle of the field, and is brought down at about the 7-yard line. Maybe the 6, Josh.
Yeah, nice run there. That was a design quarterback run all the way out of the gun. Kamshoff able to cut that goal marker about in half there, get from about the 14 to the 7. Nice job.
And Kamshoff setting Goebel motion near the far side. It's a handoff to Sirk. Sirk trying to get to the goal line, and he is stopped short, but just short. Josh, we're talking a matter of inches, it seems, as it's on the 1-yard line now. Yankton, more than likely, would you say is probably going to go in their power formation, but as I say that, no. They're going into just a traditional shotgun. Lucas Kamshoff has it handoff to Sirk. He finds a gap. He's at the goal line. You can count it. Yankton on the board first here in Aberdeen, leading 6-0 at the 9:44 mark in the first quarter.
Yeah, nice drive by the Bucks on the road, making a statement. Evan Sirk, what's so impressive about him, including that touchdown, it's never his first move, it's his second move. Makes that second cut, finds a hole, and gets a nice touchdown there for the Bucks.
Josue Trujillo out for the extra point, 31 of 32 on the season for the senior. Conway the snapper, Easton Nelson the holder. Nice snap, nice hold. And a nice kick, fighting a little bit of wind here today. Yankton leads 7-0. That scoring drive is brought to you by Core Trust Bank. They are doubling down on all scoring plays this season. That is another $14 to the Yankton Booster Club. We'll go ahead and step aside. Back in 30 seconds, Yankton Bucks football in Aberdeen here this Friday evening on KYNT, KYNTV.
With life insurance, Rhonda Westland with State Farm's got you and your passions. You would do anything to protect your family and ensure that they have a bright future. But have you considered how your loved ones would continue on financially if you were no longer here? Life insurance is a simple and affordable way to answer that question. It allows you to say to your loved ones, "I've got you," and mean it. For more information, visit Rhonda Westland with State Farm at 1023 West 9th Street in Yankton.
And welcome back to Gene Brownell Complex in Aberdeen. First quarter is brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of its customers for 150 years, offering personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, plus a friendly team of professional bankers ready to put you first. And the UPS Store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. The kick from Trujillo to Aberdeen, now moving left to right on your screen or listening device, is a short kick. And it is brought forward by the Golden Eagles to the Aberdeen 35-yard line, and that's where they will set up offensive shop.
Yeah, nice field position here for Aberdeen to start. They got behind the 8 ball. Obviously, they didn't want to give up a touchdown that first drive. Yankton did a nice job. Evan Sirk, big run. But now we're going to look here at this Yankton defense, giving up 11 points per game, Bryce. They've been really dynamic this year, getting things done in the front seven and in the back half of the defense as well. Going to be fun to watch them tonight.
And we have Lamar under center for Aberdeen. It's a handoff going to the left side, and it will be about a 3-yard gain. And that is you see who got the carry there, Josh?
I can't tell who got the carry there. To be honest with you, there's a screen right in front of me. So in this specific part of the field, from about the 30 until about midfield marker, it's kind of difficult for me to see who's getting the ball.
So I think that was Avery Ligon on the carry for the Golden Eagles. And so now it is 2nd and 7 for Aberdeen. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lamar, handoff to Ligon, and gains about a yard on the carry over to the left side.
Yeah, Bryce. Edley Amaro blew that one up there on that one, the edge rusher for Yankton. Now 3rd and 5 here for Aberdeen. Curious to see if they stick with the run or if they try to drop back and throw here. And Lamar, keep an eye out. He actually hadn't started the last few weeks. He had been dealing with an ankle injury. He's back in the starting lineup tonight here, the quarterback for Aberdeen.
So 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lamar in the shotgun. And he drops the snap. He just has to dive on top of it. That will be a loss of yards, about a 5-yard loss because of the botched snap, Josh, and that will bring up 4th down, and the punt crew comes out for Aberdeen.
Yeah, nice job by the Yankton defense. They get off the field here, 3 downs and out. Looked like Aberdeen was going to almost go with a speed option where they rolled it out on that, but bobbled with the snap, and now Yankton, punt pending, will get the ball back.
And a nice punt, and back to return Cohen Zarbach. He will let this one die on the turf, but it takes a big Aberdeen bounce inside the 10-yard line all the way to the 5. The wind is helping, I am sure, to the 4. How is this ball not stopping yet? It is still going, Josh, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Okay. That is insane. Are you not agreeing? That was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that was insane. That bounced from about the 25, 30-yard line.
Literally
down to the 10, where it looked like it was going to die, and then just kind of kept rolling to the 1-yard line. An incredible punt there for the Golden Eagles. Nice job, and now this Yankton offense is going to be backed up here in their second drive.
Someone check that ball. Bring it up here. No, but yeah, on the 1-yard line, Yankton. So Lucas Kamshoff will take the snap in the shotgun in his own end zone. And the snap, it is a handoff to Sirk, and Sirk is brought down in the Yankton end zone for a safety. So Aberdeen is on the board because of a very rare play, a safety caused. And now Yankton is leading 7-2.
Yeah, special teams is a key part in the football, and you saw right there on that big punt, setting Yankton up down at the 1. You get the tackle for loss there for the safety. Now 7-2. Yankton leads, and Aberdeen now going to get the ball back with a chance to take the lead here if they can capitalize.
Yeah, and this is one of those plays, Josh, that can really swing momentum in your favor if you're Aberdeen, and I expect it to do it just that. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Yankton Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for nearly 40 years. Whether your game is sports related, or it looks more like gardening, household chores, exercising, or just daily life, if your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. With offices in Yankton, Scotland, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
And welcome back to Aberdeen. This is Bryce Ladwig alongside Josh Boelter, and Yankton to kick off to Aberdeen after having a safety. Evan Cirk got the ball, Josh. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, blew up the middle of the line there, did the Aberdeen defense. And this is a good Aberdeen defense, only giving up 14.5 points per game. They make plays on that side of the ball just like Yankton does. And you saw right there putting points up on the board for Aberdeen.
And so Trujillo kicking off from the 20, and it will be a line drive kick on the ground. It is brought back by one of the blocking backs into Yankton territory, and it'll be slowed down right at the Yankton 45-yard line, maybe the 46, depends on where they officially mark this ball, but another great field position to start out for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, good field position here, and like you said, after a kind of a poor first drive, they didn't really get anything going, a quick 3 and out. They're going to look to get something going here now on offense, and a chance to take the lead if they can get it in the end zone.
And so the Golden Eagle offense back on the field, 7:29 to go here in the first quarter, a 7-2 lead for the Bucks. It's Lamar sending the man in motion. And it's quarterback keeper. Tries to get it to the outside, cuts to the middle, back to the outside. He is spun down. Bryce Krall got his hands on him first, followed by a couple more Bucks. Carson Ness in there as well. And another Yankton, a buck on that. That was Riker Frang making things happen. A loss of yards. Yankton defense constantly creating that pressure, Josh.
Yeah, a bunch of different bucks there, but Bryce Krall led the charge on that one. And how about him? He stepped up really these last few weeks for an injured Shaler Platt, being able to make a lot of plays at that linebacker position. It's so nice to see that Yankton has another guy that they can plug in and play like that at that linebacker spot.
You know I have to say it, Josh. Bryce Krall, the best name in the game.
Yes.
All right, so it's 2nd and 14 for Aberdeen. Ball on the Yankton 48. Lamar pass out to the left side. It is brought in by Joey Dahlman. And Dahlman gets about half the yards needed for a first down as he is slowed up at the Yankton, about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there on the bubble screen. Get Dahlman out in space and get those yards back. And now you got to think about a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 here for Aberdeen. If they don't get this, you got to maybe think they might go for it.
So 3rd and 4 for the Golden Eagles. And you said maybe a 4-down territory situation. And we'll see what happens with this play here. Lamar back in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers, left side, 2 right. And his handoff going up the middle. And they will be short of the first down as Yankton is there to meet Avery Ligon. And I'm trying to see where they spot this. Sorry.
Looks like they're going to spot it about a 4th and 3, 4th and 2 here. And
I have my binocular.
Nice job. I thought maybe a little bit of a favorable spot there on that 3rd down. But either way, 4th and short here for Aberdeen. Got to assume they're going to line up and go for it here on about 4th and 2 from the 36-yard line.
Yeah, 4th and 2 officially. And here comes that offense, Josh. You were right about it being maybe a 4-down territory as Lamar under center for the Golden Eagles. And a quick handoff. Ligon loses the ball, but someone's on top of it. Is it the Bucks? Won't matter, as will be a turnover on downs anyway, but I want to see if we have a fumble recovery, and I believe we do, unless they're just... Okay, so Ligon got his own recovery back, but as a turnover on downs, nice job by Yankton.
Yeah, and that's big there. That's the second time in this game on a 3rd down and then now on 4th and 2, where Aberdeen's had trouble getting the ball off there on big, crucial downs. So once again there, Yankton capitalized on it, getting the ball back here with good field position.
Lucas Kampshoff in the shotgun, sends Carson Ness in motion near to far, and pitch forward to Ness. He has it, leading the blocker, and he gets to the Yankton 40, slowed down. He'll have forward progress. And that is a gain of about 3.5 on the play.
Yeah, that's one of those pot passes you see from time to time over to Ness coming in motion there. Mark Cottle pulling and being the lead blocker on that as well. Nice little gain there on 1st down.
So on the left hash marks, it's Yankton, Kampshoff. Has Cirk in the backfield. It's a pitch out to Evan Cirk, or a toss, I should say, as Cirk able to bully his way forward for an extra yard. You know, Evan Cirk, the frame wouldn't say it, Josh, but he is a tough runner. We've said that all season long.
Right, tough runner, like you said, leading rusher for the Bucks, over 500 yards in the season, averaging over 5 yards a carry. Done a really nice job.
3rd and 4 for Yankton now. Ball on their own 42-yard line. Kampshoff looking to pass. Looking to the center of the field and left hash marks. It is brought in by Austin Goebel. That will be enough for a Yankton Bucks first down. It is on top of the Aberdeen 49-yard line.
Bryce, that was a bullet.
Yeah.
There were a lot of black jerseys in that area. Nice throw there by Campshaw. Find the sticks, first down.
Left hash marks again. Campshaw sends a man in motion. Handoff Evan Sirk. Go between the right guard and the right tackle. Able to get some positive yards here. Gain of about 2 on the play.
Right, like you said, about a gain of 2 or 3 there. They're looking for 4 or 5 on those first down carries, but either way, a nice little carry there for Sirk, trying to get the ball moving forward.
2nd and 7. 2 receivers left, 1 right hand. Nope. Quarterback keeper Lucas Campshaw has a little bit of a gap. He has a big one. Cuts outside the hash marks. Plenty for a Yankton Bucks first down as he is slowed down at the Aberdeen 33-yard line. What a big gain for Lucas Campshaw.
Yeah, read option there. Campshaw sees the end crashing. He pulls, and that's an underrated part of his game, Bryce. He's got 7 rushing touchdowns in the year. Nice play there by the senior quarterback.
And we have encroachment going on Aberdeen. I will bet you a Josh Boelter dollar.
Yeah, unless we don't, then maybe it's a false start. But we'll keep an eye on that. I believe you're right on that, on encroachment here on that play.
And we are amongst the Aberdeen Central High School band, in case that hasn't been made clear yet. No, they're doing a great job.
I was going to say, they were playing Star Wars music earlier, and it sounded so good. I mean, only could rival the Yankton band, of course.
Oh, yes. But right next to us, only reminds me of O'Gorman High School doing basketball. I'm pretty sure I could have played the drums myself. That's how close everyone was. Austin Goebel near the far side. Lucas Campshaw on 1st and 5. Tosses it to the left. Incomplete pass to Carson Ness. In case it wasn't clear, it was on the defense. And so that's why it's now 2nd and 5 for Yankton.
Yeah, it looks like Campshaw had Ness there on a little curl route, but he kind of skipped that pass and fell just short.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Matthew Sheldon, the blocking back. He has Evan Sirk in the backfield. Handoff to Sirk, bouncing to the outside. Now cuts inside the hash marks, has positive yards, and is brought down hard to the turf. He is about a yard shy of that first down, Josh.
Yeah, and I'm so impressed by Evan Sirk. It didn't look like there was anything there when he tried to bounce it outside. He plants, cuts, gets it back inside for a nice gain of about 4 yards on that play.
And officials are...
It's like we might be getting a measurement here.
Oh, do we have some chain gang action about to happen? This is why I bring the binocular, Josh. Yep, that's what's happening. They're bringing out the chains. Here we go. There's the mark. I have an official on my way, so I won't know until the signal. And are they going to bring on an index card? What's happening here?
I think it's going to be short by about an inch or 2 here, but it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this. They are moving it back towards the center of the field here to try to get a measurement.
And they are just short of the first down, so it will be 3rd and inches for the Yankton Bucks.
Yeah, 3rd and inches here. Don't be surprised if you see them dial up Sirk or Campshaw here on a run. Just try to get the first down.
And now Campshaw back in the shotgun. Has Evan Sirk to his immediate right. Matthew Sheldon moves to his right side. Sirk the carry. Is at the line of scrimmage. Did he get enough? I don't know, Josh. I don't think so. Maybe.
I think...
It depends on if they're giving him that forward progress or not.
I don't think they're gonna. I think it's gonna be about the same spot. Looked like he was stuck at the line of scrimmage on that one. Maybe inches, like we talked about just there on that 3rd down. And obviously Yankton here going for it on 4th.
So 4th and inches now. And we're still having some discussion here. And, sometimes, Josh, lately, last couple seasons, I think we get the chain gang like twice a year. 2 times in this drive.
Yeah, 2 times, 2 straight plays here. I think, like you said, it's going to stay 4th down, but we'll keep an eye on it and see what they call it, decide on this measurement.
Oh, I can tell you. I know I have a good view. Any excuse to talk about my binocular. Good. Yeah, it's going to be first down for the Yankton Bucks. And just by the nose of the football, Josh.
By about the nose of football, like you said. Either way, fresh set of downs here for Yankton, trying to add to their lead early in this one.
So fresh set of downs, ball on the Aberdeen 23-yard line. Evan Cirk, the lone back. You have 3 receivers to the near left side. Ball on the left hash marks. Kamshoff takes a snap, and we may have a false start going against Yankton.
Yeah, this is going to set the Bucks back 5 yards on this one. I didn't see who jumped, but I did see a white jersey move there just a little bit.
3:28 to go in the first quarter. Yankton leading 7-2. Of course, that 2 came from a safety. Such an odd number in football.
Yeah, such an odd number. You look at it, but when I see those numbers, I like to think eventually maybe the score will end like 5-3 or something like that.
I hope we have more scoring tonight than 5-3. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, we already do.
True. And here we go. Kamshoff again in the shotgun. Now it is 1st and 15. Ball on the Aberdeen 28-yard line. Pitch option. Kamshoff uses the pitch, and Evan Cirk loses the football. And we have bodies on top. We have a scrum. Who has the football? Cirk bounced to the outside and left the football behind as it remains Yankton ball. So Evan Cirk, nice job of recovering that fumble.
Yeah, Yankton going backwards on this one. A little bit of a mishandle there. But to be honest with you, I mean, outside of a few carries, it looks to me like Aberdeen's really kind of winning that line of scrimmage or battle of the line of scrimmage up front.
2nd and 15 now. And Kamshoff rolls out to the left, pass toward the corner. It is picked off by Aberdeen. Nice job for the Golden Eagle defense near the end zone. And that was Brayden Comstock. And we heard his name in the pregame.
Yeah, nice job there by the Aberdeen defense. They forced a negative play on 1st down. Are able to get the pick there. It looked like Ness had kind of snuck back behind the defense and had space, but Kamshoff not able to get enough on it. Underthrown ball there, and you see the pick on that one. Aberdeen now going to get the ball back here, down 5 with 2:41 left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, and on their own 10-yard line as Lamar comes out for the Golden Eagles. And handoff up the middle. And it's really hard to tell from our angle, Josh, the yards. I think it's a gain of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, a gain of about 3 or 4, and it looked like it was Bryce Krall who came up from the 2nd level and crashed that play. Nice tackle by the linebacker.
I believe Vigil on the carry. Or Ligon on the carry. And so now it is 2nd and 6 for the Golden Eagles. Ball on their own 14-yard line. Handoff again to Ligon. Goes off the left side, and Yankton's defense, nice job of just really flooding that corner and creating constant pressure. When they do that, Josh, they're forcing those running backs to go up the middle, which Yankton's waiting for.
Right, and this is such a good defense. They've really stepped up all year. Great against the run, forcing long situations on 3rd down, but like you said, really a good job by this run defense, forcing things to the middle and making the stop.
So a gain of just a yard on the play. It's 3rd and 5 now for the Golden Eagles. 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And Lamar under center. He has a 2-back set. And quarterback, he was going to roll out to the right to pass under some pressure. And Edley Amaro is able to bring him down for the strip sack and the touchdown for Yankton. You can count it. Edley Amaro got to Lamar. Strip sack. Ball was loose. I did not see who jumped on top of the football, so we had to listen.
Yeah, nice job there by Amaro. The ball came out loose, obviously. Nice play there for Yankton on that play. Amaro with the big sack, and Yankton getting the touchdown there. Defense stepping up once again, Bryce.
All right, Riker Frang is who I'm being told got that touchdown for Yankton, but Edley Amaro, the strip sack, and what a sequence of events for the Yankton Bucks.
Yeah, momentum turning. A couple sloppy plays on offense have a turnover. And then all of a sudden you get the big strip sack there from Amaro. Nice play. Fumble recovery for a touchdown for Riker Frang.
Kind of a low snap, but a nice hold, and Trujillo puts it through the uprights. And that is another scoring drive brought to you by Core Trust Bank. Core Trust Bank is doubling down on Yankton Bucks points this season. And so going to the Yankton Booster Club, that's another $14. And we have 1:18 to go here in the first quarter. Yankton leading Aberdeen 14-2. They'll kick off when we come back. Yankton Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Larry's is more than heating and cooling. This is Miles. Let's start with fireplaces. Our showroom in Yankton is the largest and has many different styles of gas fireplaces. Next is duct cleaning. You'll be amazed at how much dust and dirt we pull out of your ducts. That leads into indoor air quality. With high-tech UV lighting, your indoor air will be the cleanest it can be. Or with a humidifier, we can control your entire home's humidity. While we're the best around for heating and cooling, we're pretty great at some other things too. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
And welcome back to Aberdeen. Yankton leading the Golden Eagles 14-2, 1:18 to go in the first quarter. Yankton kicking off. And back to return, which I don't know if it'll matter because Yankton's been kicking short on purpose, trying to get that field position or prevent any big plays, as another line drive kick to one of the blocking backs. And with that return, that is Cordell Ricklick. We've heard his name quite a bit in our pregame show.
Yeah, Bryce, that name sounds familiar to me. Why is that?
Well, his older brother is standing to my right. So
yes, shout out to Trevin Ricklick. He takes our stats. He's running clock for us tonight as well. Doing a great job, as always. A little bit of a homecoming here for Trevin tonight.
He'll have your out-of-town scoreboard at halftime. All right, so Golden Eagles 1st and 10, ball on their own 40-yard line. 1:14 to go in the first quarter. It's Lamar looking to pass. Rolls out to his left. Riker Frank closing in on him. Lamar puts on the afterburners. Cut to the outside, trying to reach for that first down marker. He will be short of it, but by about a yard. So a gain of about 9 or maybe 8 on the play.
Yeah, nice job by Lamar there. Sheldon and Frank were coming in quickly, and he was able to get outside and get a nice productive play there on first down.
And so now it is 2nd and 1 for Aberdeen. Clock stops as he went out of bounds. 1:06 to go. And we have another slower pace offense. We've had a string of these going against Yankton lately. Or maybe I just keep saying that, Josh, but I don't realize that Yankton's the outlier with the up-tempo offense.
Yeah, Yankton really is one of those exceptions to the rules in Class 11 AA, and you see it here again with a team that wants to bleed clock and run the football.
Lamar back to pass again, and the pass may be completed. It is a completion, and on that completion is a Colby Dowen. And that will be enough for a Golden Eagle first down. Plenty, actually, as it's in Yankton territory now on the Yankton 43-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there. I thought that Lamar was targeting Ligon on that play, but he's able to find Dowen for the first down, move the sticks, and keep this drive alive.
He'll tell you he was targeting whoever caught it. That's how that works. And under a minute to go in the first. Lamar back to pass. To the left side. Completion, but there for the hard tackle is the Yankton Bucks. And who got that tackle here? I feel like we are quite a ways away. I have to use my binocular all night. Let's see.
Yeah, either way, though, for Aberdeen, you look at that play. That's a nice, productive first down. Get about 4 or 5 yards on that play. Quick, easy completion for Lamar.
Carson Ness on the tackle for Yankton, as we're at about the 10-second mark to go in the first quarter. 1 receiver left, 3 right on the 2nd and 6th play. Lamar. Hand off to Ligon. Ligon able to shake a tackle. He'll have the Golden Eagle first down and then some. Gets to the Yankton 28-yard line. They'll move the chains. And, wow, just the offensive line for Aberdeen is everything as advertised. They're opening up some big holes.
Yeah, they're playing well so far. They're big on that front line as they get a nice first down here to end the first quarter.
As you said, the end of the first quarter, Yankton leading 14-2. And quarter break brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus. With just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten, Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. We'll be back in 1 minute on KYNT and KYNTV, Yankton Bucks football.
This sports season, keep your athlete hydrated with sparkling ice. Choose from a rainbow of colors and flavors, each sourced from nature with vitamins, antioxidants, and zero sugar. Sparkling ice, tease your taste buds with tropical flavor. And rehydrate with Prime Hydration, the perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT. Call 605-665-4567 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. I'm Colby Cookta, Financial Advisor, Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Aberdeen moving right to left as we begin the second quarter. They are at the Yankton 28-yard line, and Lamar keeps it himself on the carry, and he'll be stopped right at the line, Josh.
Yeah, nothing there. It looked like it was Edley Amaro and company in on that play, stopping the quarterback keeper right at the line of scrimmage.
Yankton leading 14-2 on your Financial Advisor Colby Cook to Edward Jones scoreboard. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, can review your game plan. Call 605-665-4567 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. It's 2nd and 10 now for the Golden Eagles. Ball still on the Yankton 28. And Lamar, pitch out to Ligon. Ligon cuts to the middle of the field, and he'll have plenty of room, maybe even a touchdown as he gets inside the 5 and is tackled just shy of the goal line, Josh. I thought they may even give it to him, but like we've had a couple instances in this game already, the ball on the inch line.
Yeah, faster than a speeding bullet there. Avery Ligon, he got the pitch, and when he cut upfield, he hit the hole fast. Nice run there by Ligon, and a nice situation here, obviously, for Aberdeen down at the 1-yard line.
And it is I believe a quarterback keeper for Lamar. And that is an Aberdeen touchdown. And Aberdeen, their first official scoring play of the game, now trails Yankton 14-8.
Yeah, 14-8 now here. Nice job responding by Aberdeen after the disastrous play on their last drive with the strip sack for a touchdown. Now all of a sudden get this back to a one-score game. That's so huge here early in the second quarter for the Golden Eagles.
The extra point is up, and it's off the right goal post. And no good for Aberdeen, as I believe that's Lamar also kicks the extra points. Or actually, let me see here. I think that was Jack Birch.
Yeah, and that was big there for Yankton. If you think about it, if they get that extra point there, they're down 5. Aberdeen now, even if they score again here, they have to kick an extra point to take the lead.
Yeah, so that is a huge turn of events, as Yankton will receive the ball when we come back. Yankton 14 and the Eagles 8. 10:55 on the clock in the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, we treat our patients like family.
We have an experienced and extremely caring dental team. We take the time to make sure you understand your oral health and answer any questions you have about your dental treatments.
With an office located in the heart of Yankton at 1818 Broadway, we're centrally located for all patients in the area.
Whether you need fillings, crowns, or bridges, just a teeth cleaning, or even Botox.
Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today.
The KYNT football team is national.
10:55 to go in the second quarter. Yankton moving left to right on your screen or listening device. And Joey Dahlman to kick off for the Golden Eagles. And line drive, kick, and really nice field position for Yankton as they jump on top of it on their own, about the 38-yard line. And we haven't seen a traditional kickoff except for the opening kickoff, Josh.
Right, and these are two teams that are playing the short squib games. You've seen a couple pooch kicks as well for Yankton. But either way, though, nice response by this Aberdeen offense. They were down 2 scores after the strip sack for a touchdown. Now make it a 1-score game. And last time we saw this Aberdeen defense, Bryce, they were able to force an interception.
And Lucas Kampshoff in the shotgun. And halfback toss out to the right side to Sirk. Sirk cuts back to the inside, sheds a tackle, lunges forward for an extra yard. And nice gain there for Evan Sirk, a gain of about 4 on the, maybe 5 on the play.
Yeah, nice job by Sirk there. He had to make a play happen. There was only one blocker for 2 Aberdeen defenders. He's able to cut back in and get a productive gain there on first down.
So 2nd and 6 for the Yankton Bucks. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Austin Goebel in motion. Gamshoff to pass. Has to scramble onto his right side. And a pickoff for Aberdeen. Lucas Kamshoff misread that situation, I believe. On the interception is Tate Huff of the Golden Eagles, right on top of the Yankton 40-yard line. And Yankton's offense has had some nice spurts, Josh, but they have gotten in their own way a couple times.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back passes here for Lucas Kamshoff that have ended in interceptions. He's going to have to calm down, reassess things on the sideline here. Now for this Aberdeen offense, they get a score in their last drive. This is a one-score game. They can very easily take the lead here if this goes right for them.
So 10-17 to go in the second quarter. And Lamar under center. And may have gotten away with a false start there. And they're not blowing this play dead, as Ligon will have some forward progress and then some on the carry, as he is eventually slowed down at the Yankton 34-yard line.
Yeah, about a gain of 6 there on that play. That was just a physical run there by Ligon. Productive first down. Actually, you're going to call it a gain of 7 here, even better.
Yeah. And so 2nd and 3 now for Aberdeen. The clock keeps on ticking. Ball on the left hash marks. The Yankees defense has been asked to do so much this season, and they have risen to the challenge each and every time. So 2-back set. Lamar looking to pass. He's under pressure now, and a Yankton sack brings him down in the backfield. It's a trio. It's Bryce Krall, Riker Frang, and Donald the Don Rounds.
Yeah, nice job there by this Yankton defense. It looks like it was actually Tyson Prouty, not Bryce Krall, in on that one, who got in the mix. It's tough to see from up here. But either way, a nice response with the Yankton defense. They needed that on that play there. A swarm of Yankton defenders getting to Lamar on that play.
And Yankton is showing that pressure they bring all the time at Josh when they want to get to the quarterback. Sometimes they have to sell out to do so, but they get there quickly.
Yeah, it was a nice call there by Yankton defense coordinator Justin Olson to dial it up. Now 3rd and long here for Aberdeen.
And Lamar back to a pass under pressure again. He does find Ligon, kind of a dump pass as a safety valve. And another loss of yards on the play. Yankton's defense has really cranked it up to 10.
Yeah, and that was a screen pass all the way. Yankton was able to get an early rusher on that, and then they were able to blow up the running back on the play. Nice response by the Yankton defense, a much-needed stop.
Punt crew out, almost blocked. Back to return is Tucker Gilmore. He'll let it die in the turf. And last time that happened, it got all the way down to the 1-yard line. And what is a commotion, Josh?
And they're calling this Aberdeen ball. It looked like, I think Bodie Thurman there hit the ball when he was running through. It's tough to tell. That's one where if there's replay in high school football, we know definitively. But that's when it looks like they're going to talk about this. But right now they are signaling Aberdeen football. And that would be inside the 20, obviously, if they keep that decision. But it's going to be interesting to see what they call. One ref is defiantly saying this is Aberdeen football, but they are still talking about this.
Well, the reason it kind of took a while is that Yankton didn't look very, energized about it. Yep, so you're right, Josh. So they are saying a Yankton player touched it. It must have been kind of amongst a sea of players, because you and I kind of were wondering what was going on. And Aberdeen will have the ball inside the Yankton 20-yard line.
Yeah, and it's been mistakes like that have killed the Bucks so far. They're still up 6, but this is a tough spot to be in if you're at this Yankton defense.
Lamar, shotgun, keeps it himself, following his blockers, and is slowed down after a gain of 1 or 2 on the play.
Yeah, not much to give on that one. Nice response early from this Yankton defense. No lanes there for Lamar on the quarterback keeper.
And so 1-yard gain officially. And Yankton's going to make them earn this one the entire way, as Yankton has really proved very effective as their backer against their end zone all season long.
Yeah, they have. This is a tough defense, only giving up 11 points a game, and, they've played well so far outside of a couple plays.
Lamar sends a man in motion. He's under center. Handoff to Ligon. Ligon brought down the backfield. Matthew Sheldon. The bombshell goes off. And Yankton, again, Josh is cranking down.
Yeah, nice job there by Matthew Sheldon, the junior linebacker, making a big play. Over 40 tackles on the season. Has another big one right there. Now 3rd and long here for Aberdeen.
7:20 to go on the clock here in the first half at Gene Brownell Complex at Aberdeen Central High School. Yankton leading Aberdeen 14-8, but Aberdeen trying to knock on the door. It is 3rd and 10, ball on the Yankton 18-yard line. As Lamar in the shotgun, he's looking to pass. He's under pressure from behind. He'll roll to his right. He's looking downfield, and he'll slide to safety. ruling himself down right at the line of scrimmage. Josh?
Yeah, I don't want to say that was a business decision on that one, but it looked like there was a Yankton buck flying in from the second level that might have lit Lamar up. I think that might have been a bit of a business decision on that one.
That's the call of the year, a business decision. So it is right at the line of scrimmage, and so now it'll be fourth and about the same distance. And so Lamar in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers right, 2 left, single back set. And we have whistles, and a timeout will be called by Aberdeen. They have this one chance, Josh. They're going to try to dial in the perfect play. Timeouts are brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new career direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. Back in 30 seconds, Yankton Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Hey Yankton, are you a handy person? Are you looking to get down and dirty? With full-time benefits and great pay. This is Barrick from Hedro Maintenance. Come join our maintenance team, where every day is something new, from electrical all the way to hydraulics. We need your hands-on experience and mechanical knowledge. Where no day is like the next, Hedro Maintenance is waiting for you. At Hedro, you'll be part of a bigger story, a story shaped by you. Apply today at jobs.hedro.com. That's jobs.hedro.com. Search Yankton.
And welcome back to Aberdeen Central High School. 4th and 10 for the Eagles. They're in the Yankton red zone. Ball on the 18-yard line. 6:24 to go in the first half. Yankton leading 14-8. And now Lamar brings out his offense. He'll be in the shotgun, single back set. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Lamar looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket and loses the football. And Yankton will have that turnover on downs. And I don't know if they recovered it, though, officially.
Yeah, and that'll go down as a sack. I didn't see who flew in there. I believe that will go down as a sack on that. We couldn't see what number that was, but nice job of this Yankton defense. Let's talk about them for a second, Bryce. A couple drives ago, the turnover, putting Yankton in short field. They get the stop. Then they get the ball back on a punt. Punt touches a Yankton player. Pin back deep. This Yankton defense with 2 big responses early in the second quarter.
Lucas Kamshoff, handoff to Evan Sirk. Sirk cuts to the middle of the field. Sheds 1 tackle. Sheds 2 tackles. Sheds 3 tackles. Sheds 4 tackles. And is just shy of the 40-yard line. The rule of 4. Evan Sirk just asserting his rushing dominance.
Yeah, nice run there by Sirk. He's been good all season. That's a good early response in this drive after a couple turnovers for this Yankton offense.
And fresh set of downs. Yankton Bucks first down. Kamshoff again, the snap, handoff to Sirk. And Sirk this time is caught up by the shoelace and is brought down after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, like you said, not much there on that one for Sirk. Aberdeen won the battle at the line of scrimmage on that play. It was a really hard-earned carry there for Sirk.
And trips receivers to the right, 1 to the left on the 2nd and 8. Kamshoff to pass. Rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Has Austin Goebel, can't bring it in. Hits the turf. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, wasn't able to come up with that one on that. Nice job by Kamshoff to get out of pressure and find somebody downfield. Goebel, though, unfortunately not able to come up with that one.
It's 5:31 on the clock here in the first half. 3rd and 8 for Yankton. 2 receivers right side. Austin Goebel will be brought in motion far to near side of the field. Kamshoff, pressure, and gets rid of the ball in time. Is brought down by the neck area. It was a really hard toss to the turf for Lucas Kamshoff.
Yeah, able to get that ball out, but like you said, this Aberdeen defensive line kind of winning the line of scrimmage here in this one. Defense has been the name of the game here in this matchup between these two teams, and we kind of expected it. These are 2 good defenses. Both are giving up under 15 points a game, and they're playing really good football so far. I mean, we've had a safety, a defensive touchdown, and it's been impressive.
Bryce Bielspacher, and we have the punt for Aberdeen. Yankton will let this one die, and Yankton will take over on their own. They're waiting for the same thing to happen with the ball. Let the wind carry it away, Josh. We'll be on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a miracle that one got off. Trujillo had 3 different Golden Eagles in his face, able to get that one off there. That's huge that he was able to get that off and change field position.
And I should be saying Aberdeen, by the way. My bad. So 5:14 to go in the first half. Aberdeen comes up to the ball. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near. Ligon the lone back, man in motion. Lamar handoff to Ligon, goes up the middle, and after a 2-yard gain, Yankton's just sea of defenders swarm in for just the 2-yard gain.
And, Bryce, I've been so impressed by this linebacking crew here for Yankton. Sheldon and Krall, they're flying to the football. Tyson Prouty as well in on that one, but it really has been impressive, this run defense especially.
No, absolutely. I completely agree. And every facet of this defense, from the line to linebackers to the secondary, they've all done their job this season. And tonight they are being relied on almost as much as any game so far in this regular season. And Lamar back to a pass. Pass to the left side. It is brought in. And maybe for a first down. They're going to say just shy. A yard shy of the first down marker on the reception was Cooper Eisenbeis.
Yeah, and it looks like Thurman fell down on that play. He was the man in coverage, and he's actually signaling that he needs to come off the field. And Yankton needs to figure out this play should be stopped. There are substitutions happening, but...
Okay, so I think I know what happened here. Yankton was waving for him to go down, right? Try to get like a medical stoppage. But I think that Coach Brady Muth had to call a timeout. So Yankton would probably be charged for a timeout here. And because I think they're all doing the whole signal, get down, get down. But Yankton takes a timeout. Timeouts are brought to you by Hedro in Yankton, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When it's time for a new job, maybe a new career direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. Back in 30 seconds, Yankton Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Do you really think it's a good idea to buy insurance off the internet? After all, it is insurance. It's not a commodity like a toaster. It's a contract to protect what you value most: your home, your car, your business, your health, and even your life. You need a professional, in-person agent to make sure you have the right coverage to fit your family's needs. Schedule an appointment with us today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
4:11 to go in the first half. 3rd and 1 for the Golden Eagles. Ball on their own 44-yard line. Handoff to Ligon. Ligon will have the first down by about a yard. That will move the chains. And the ball now placed at the Aberdeen 46.
Yeah, nice run there. Only needed a yard. Got it on that one. Aberdeen moves sticks here.
That's called efficiency.
Yes. Well, you don't want 1 yard per carry all day, but it might be
You're
going to
have a rough night.
Yeah, you're going to have a rough night, but obviously all you needed there was 1 yard, but nice play.
Coach, I average a yard per carry.
Oh, boy. Well, I guess that's better than 0.9.
Yep, 3:50 to go in the first half. Yankton leading 14-8. 1st and 10 for Aberdeen on their own 46. Under center is Lamar. Hand off to Ligon. Ligon met at the line again, and we'll have a yard, maybe 2, depending on the spottage.
Yeah, yard, maybe 2, and that's a nice job by the Yankton defense. Looks like it was Matthew Sheldon in the mix on that one again, charging down from that linebacker spot, doing having another nice play.
A gain of 1 3/4, Josh, but they're going to call it 2. So 2nd and 8 now for the Eagles. Lamar in the shotgun, single back set. Looking to pass, left side. Ball is brought in by Eisenbeis. Is able to shed a couple tacklers, enough for a Golden Eagle first down. And we will have a flag going in against Yankton. Maybe a little bit after the whistle, they're saying, Josh. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this could be after the whistle. I think you might get a 15-yard penalty here on this one on Yankton, and that's an unfortunate break in a game where it really has been defensive. Those 15 yards can make a difference.
So we'll see what the official call here is.
Yeah, and they're going to call a face mask here on Tucker Gilmore. And Bryce, unfortunately, there's 2 spots you can't grab as a defender. It's the horse collar and it's the face mask, and it looks like Gilmore got a bit of the face mask there, and that's going to be a free 15 yards at the end of that throw for Aberdeen.
And so a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Ball on the Yankton 24-yard line. Lamar keeps it himself, following a lead blocker, and is slowed down after a gain of about a yard. And that has been the trend, Josh, as Yankton slowing him down to 1 yard, but then eventually they might give up like 8-yard gain.
Yeah, and Yankton's been susceptible, or words are hard, have been open to those pass plays on 2nd and long here. We've seen a couple of them where Yankton defenders have fallen down the last 2 pass plays for Aberdeen, and they've found success on those.
So 2:20 to go in the first half. Ball on the far hash marks. Lamar under center. And off to Ligon. Ligon follows his fullback to the 20-yard line, gain of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, 3rd and about 6 now, and you got to assume here with about 2 left to play in the first half, down 6, this might once again be 4-down territory. We already saw Aberdeen miss an extra point earlier in this one. Anything's possible. They might possibly go for it if they don't get this.
And so Lamar gets the call from his sideline, comes out to his huddle.
And they've also had some success on a couple out routes on this drive. Maybe might go back to that well once again here on 3rd.
3rd and 6, as you said. And we have a timeout on the field taken by Aberdeen. Timeouts brought to you by Hydro in Yankton, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When it's time for a new job, maybe a new career direction, visit jobs.hydro.com. We'll keep it right here, Josh.
Yeah, and they're going to take a timeout, talk about this one here, see if they get something dialed up here on 3rd, about 6 with 1:30 left to play in the first half. See maybe if there's something they want to get a look at what Yankton was bringing out on the field, get this one right, and see if they can run some clock here before the end of the half.
And at the halftime, it's the Avera halftime show, we will have some stats. Hybrid version of stats. Our broadcast setup and gracious host is Aberdeen Central High School. But yeah, just trying to make things work here today. But hopefully we have your out-of-town scoreboard as well. And other things will try to get you all caught up in the Avera halftime show. As the timeout has ended and Aberdeen comes back out to the field.
Yeah, back out on the field here. Like I was saying before the timeout, Aberdeen's had some success on some throws out to the boundary. Don't be surprised maybe if they hit something out there here on 3rd.
Minute and a half to go here in the first half. Ball under center. Lamar now passes to the end zone, just shy of the goal line. Does he fall in or not? They're going to say he is marked down. Unbelievable, Josh. Again, the ball is on the inches line from a touchdown.
Yeah, and that was close on that one. Nice catch. Big play, and they're going to sneak this one. Lamar, I don't know if he got that there, Bryce, on 1st and goal. He might have been short, and they are going to signal that's a touchdown for Aberdeen.
Yes, Lamar kept it and just fell right behind, kind of a Jalen Hurts special there, Josh. Fell right behind his center, and Aberdeen will tie up Yankton here with 1:13 to go in the first half. They can take the lead pending the extra point. Nice snap. Nice hold. The extra point is up and through the uprights, and Aberdeen leads the Bucks 15-14, 1:13 to go in the first half. We'll take a break. Be back in 1 minute. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to sit and visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time to call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
The KYNT football team is nationally ranked and back in the Dakota Dome on Saturday to take on Youngstown State at 1 o'clock. It's Manufacturing Appreciation Day, presented by Masaba, Hydro, Wilson Trailer, and The Shea. Don't miss your chance to be at the Dome to cheer on the Red Hot Coyotes on game day. Miller down the sideline throws, and it is intercepted by Dennis Shorter. He toe taps the far sideline at the 46-yard line. Secure your seat at goyotes.com.
And welcome back to Aberdeen Central High School. Aberdeen leads the Bucks 15-14 with 1:13 to go in the first half of action. Kickoff from Aberdeen up in the air, as close to a regular traditional kick as we will have. And Evan Sirk comes up to return it. He's past the 30-yard line and will be slowed up at the 33. That's where Yankton will take over.
Yeah, good field position here. Yankton might need to add some points here, Bryce. Aberdeen gets the ball first next half. Going to be interesting to see what happens here. Yankton, they can be aggressive here. They do have 2 timeouts left in 1:10 to play.
And so now it is Lucas Kampshoff and company. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Evan Cirk, the lone back. Kampshoff in the shotgun. He's looking to pass. Rolls to his right side. And pass downfield past the marker is brought in by Matthew Sheldon, and they're going to say he is just under a yard shy.
And there's going to be a flag on the play. It looks like I couldn't tell if it was guard or center there. Tackled an Aberdeen defensive lineman. This is coming back, Bryce.
This is tackle football, Josh. We'll see. Yep. So holding going on Yankton. That will back him up. And Yankton's offensive line really being asked to do a lot with this massive size of Aberdeen Central, and that you're going to have that in those situations.
Yeah, and like you said, there's a big defensive line for Aberdeen Central here. Holding on that one, that's big. Going to be interesting to see how Yankton decides to call the rest of this first half after that.
1st and 20, Lucas Kampshoff. Keeps it himself, goes to the middle of the field. He has some room, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, brought down hard from behind, and that is a gain of about 12 on the play.
Yeah, like you said, about a gain of 11 or 12 there on the play. Nice job to get back on track here. That clock is moving fast, though. Yankton wants to get something done.
And Yankton will take a timeout. Timeouts are brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When it's time for a new job, visit jobs@hedro.com. 43.9 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles 15, Bucks 14. Bucks with the football. And I'm going to keep it right here as Yankton's already coming back out. 2nd and 9, ball on their own 34-yard line. They have to go the length of the field still. Trips receivers to the right. Empty backfield for Kampshoff. And there's a whistle. We're ready for action. Kampshoff takes a snap. Pass to the right side, brought in by Austin Goebel. And Goebel brought down about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. They'll bring about 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and Bryce, I know it's a productive gain, but at the same time, those are the type of passes you can't have in these situations. Towards the middle of the field for a short gain, that's an automatic have to take a timeout type of play.
And so a timeout taken by Yankton. We'll step aside this time. Timeouts again brought to you by Hedro. This is Yankton Bucks Football, KYNT, KYNTV, back in 30 seconds.
Exciting news, Yankton area. Amazon Delivery is hiring. Amazon Delivery is searching for drivers to deliver packages in the Yankton area. You must be 18 years or older with a valid driver's license and pass an Amazon background check. Work for a company with competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and job security. If you are interested in becoming an Amazon Delivery driver, please contact Yankton Computer at 605-664-2222 to find out more and to fill out an application today.
3rd and 4 for the Bucks. Kampshoff takes the snap. Pass to the right side. Carson S. brings it in. That'll be enough for a Yankton Bucks first down. That will move the chains. And the clock is still continuing to go here.
Yeah, they need to add about 2-3 seconds back on the clock here. That happens when you get an automatic first down, or when you get a first down. Either way, nice first down there for Kampshoff to Ness.
And we have kind of a miscommunication at the line. Austin Goebel trying to get the right play, and now Kampshoff rolls to his left side, past the middle of the field. Matthew Sheldon almost picked off by Aberdeen. But incomplete pass. That will stop the clock at 17.6 seconds.
Yeah, 17.6 like you said. And what I meant by that is when you get a first down in high school and college football, the clock stops after first downs until they get it reset at the line. The referee immediately signaled for the clock to restart. I don't understand why.
2 receivers right, 2 left. And we have a flag coming in from behind the Aberdeen defense. And I believe this is going to be going against Yankton.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be on Yankton. Maybe a false start on this. Back him up about 5 yards.
And so Yankton will have 1 or 2 shots at the end zone at this rate with time left remaining. And we'll see.
Yeah, they need some kind of big player after the false start. They do have that timeout in their back pocket, but not a lot of time to work with here. Field goal could be in play if they're able to get a big play, Bryce.
And 3 receivers right, 2 left. Empty backfield for Lucas Kampshoff. Takes the snap. Under some pressure and tosses up, and Peyton Peterson can't quite grab it. Nice defensive effort there from Aberdeen's Kalen Larson. And he was just really in the grill of Peyton Peterson that entire time.
Yeah, in the grill there. And like you said, now with 11 seconds left, third down, you can take a shot and be aggressive here. I also wouldn't hate the idea of maybe taking a knee going to halftime. I know Aberdeen does have a timeout. I don't know if they'd use it if Yankton chose to knee the ball. But it's going to be interesting to see what Yankton does on this play.
11 and a half seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 15 for Yankton. Ball on their own 42-yard line. Carson Ness in motion. Now there's 3 receivers right side. Kamshoff rolls right. Downfield, Carson Ness brings it in. He gets out of bounds at the Aberdeen 45-yard line. Still shy of that first down, but at this point, that really doesn't matter, Josh. They're looking to go a little farther.
Right, looking to go a little farther. And what was key about that play, able to get out of bounds. That does save that timeout, so the whole field is open here. You just got to get it out quick for a chance to get another play off.
I would imagine a shot at the end zone here, or actually, Yankton just took their timeout. I was going to say maybe you take a shot in the middle of the field, call a timeout immediately, set up for a field goal, but that took their timeout here. And, Josh, what are you thinking for the Bucs as they come out of this timeout?
Yeah, that really only leaves them one option. This is a shot to the end zone here on this one. I'm kind of surprised they took the timeout there. Maybe something they like in a situation like this, but either way, that timeout really kind of takes away a second play here where you had an opportunity for you able to get off a quick pass, but right now, you got to expect a shot to the end zone here. Maybe Tucker Gilmore, one of their bigger receivers.
I would say usually maybe in these kind of conditions, a field goal really isn't plausible, but the wind is going on the backs of Yankton if you're looking at the flags here. But that won't matter right now as 6.4 seconds to go in the first half. 4th and 15 for the Bucs. Ball on the Aberdeen 44-yard line. And we have to imagine a shot at the end zone coming up right here. Austin Goebel motion near to far side. The snap. Kamshoff rolls left and passes toward the left side. Austin Goebel can't hold on past the first down marker on the sideline. A drop pass. That's a turnover on downs. It doesn't matter. The end of the first half is here. It is the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles 15, the Yankton Bucs 14. And we begin our Avera halftime show after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Enjoy some Yankton hospitality at the Fairfield Inn & Suites or the Holiday Inn Express. As the newest hotel in Yankton, the Fairfield offers you a comfortable, relaxing stay in modern rooms. For business travelers, Fairfield is the perfect place to rest after a long day of work or use their meeting room for small meetings. The Holiday Inn Express features large family rooms, hot breakfast, and free happy hour. To get a great rate and flexible reservation changes for either hotel, call the Fairfield or Holiday Inn Express direct.
FM 1021 and AM 1450. KYNT Yankton. Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics. Boston Shoes to Boots is your headquarters for quality and comfortable shoes for the whole family. From athletics and work boots to sandals and dress, we have you covered by our popular brands like Brooks, New Balance, Birkenstock, Red Wing, Keen, and so many more. Shop our location downtown at 313 Cedar Street or visit us online at bostonshoestoboots.com. Boston Shoes to Boots, your footwear expert since 1915.
I'm Nancy Winandy from Yankton Thrive. Most of you are aware of the manufacturing careers available in Yankton, but I wanted to highlight the variety of other work options available, such as the Yankton School District, healthcare, restaurants, local shops. Some of these positions are part-time or seasonal, perfect for the retiree who wants to keep active, at-home parents looking for something to do while the kids are at school, or someone looking to make a little extra money for Christmas. See what's available at our website, yanktonsd.com.
Investing in your home is easier and more fun when you have local choices. This is Cody Miles, owner of Upper Midwest Garage Door. We offer a wide variety of American-made, unique Clopay garage doors, free in-home consultations, a digital preview of the new garage doors on your home, and the expert small-town service you deserve. Get started today with your local independent Clopay dealer, Upper Midwest Garage Door. Give us a call, stop by, or learn more at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
As times change, technology changes. Don't be left behind by your contact lenses. Vision Care Associates now offers infused multifocal contact lenses, specialized lenses that can provide you with clear vision at multiple distances without switching between glasses and contacts. Don't let glasses slow you down any longer. Call us today to schedule an appointment to try infused multifocal contact lenses.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
The start of a new school year is a good time to evaluate your children's healthcare needs, whether it is a doctor's checkup, replacing EpiPens for serious allergies, or renewing prescriptions for inhalers to treat activity-induced breathing problems. Hi, this is Michael from Yankton Rexall, and we pride ourselves in providing accurate prescriptions and appropriate medical information for your child's health. Good health contributes to good students. Celebrating 100 years, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, Yankton Rexall.
And welcome to your Avera halftime show. Avera moving health forward. That second quarter was brought to you by FNBO. Yankton Sports on KYNT and KYNTV are brought to you by FNBO, the great big small bank, and Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. We're here in the Fairfield Inn broadcast booth at Gene Brownell Complex at Aberdeen Central High School. Get great rates and easy changes at the Fairfield Inn and Suites by calling direct at 605-653-2250. That's 605-653-2250. And on your financial advisor, Colby Cookta Edward Jones scoreboard, it is the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles 15 and Yankton 14 at the half. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 605-665-4567 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. We'll jump into your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Door is your local authorized Clopay dealer. I'll hand things over to Trevin Ricklick, and he'll have your out-of-town scoreboard.
And in your out-of-town scoreboard, we have Sturgis Brown facing off against Douglas in Douglas, with Sturgis Brown leading that game 42-7 with just under a minute left in the second quarter. Moving on, we have Huron against Mitchell in Huron, with Huron taking the lead 13-7 at the end of the half. And then we have Harrisburg, the 4-seed in AAA playing against Brookings in Brookings. Harrisburg currently holds the lead 41-0 at the end of the first half. And then we go to Watertown, who is ranked 4th against Spearfish. Watertown currently holds a 35-0 lead with under a minute left in the second quarter and Spearfish. Then we also have T-Area, the 3-seed against number 1 seed Pierre T.F. Riggs. Pierre T.F. Riggs has a 14-12 lead at the end of the first half in that matchup. And that's your 11 AA out-of-town scoreboard update.
Yeah, thank you there, Trevin, for the scoreboard update there. We appreciate it. Let's take a look now at our stats here from the first half, brought to you by Mayer Signs. It's time to review the look of your business signage. Let Mayer Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayer Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here from the first half. Things started off with a big 50-yard run there from Evan Sirkin. He was able to punch it in later in that first drive for a 1-yard touchdown. Then Yankton gets the ball back at their own 1-yard line. Aberdeen's able to capitalize and get a safety on that. However, going back then back and forth on defense, Bryce Krall gets a sack. Then Yankton gets the ball back. Brayden Comstock with a big interception off of Lucas Kamshoff, followed up by an Edley Amaro strip sack, which was recovered by Riker Fring for a touchdown. Made it 14-8 at that, or 14-2 at that moment. Yankton with the lead. Then a big 30-yard run from Avery Ligon led to an eventual QB sneak for a touchdown there for Parker Lamar, making it 14-8. Tate Huff had an interception then following Kamshoff. Yankton gets the stop, couple sacks there from Prouty and Rounds. However, punt fumble off of a Yankton player then eventually led to a Parker Lamar 1-yard touchdown. And where we're at here at halftime, 15-4. Aberdeen, or 15-14 over Yankton. Aberdeen right now at the half, looking to pull off an upset here on their senior day.
All right, thank you, Josh. We'll take a break here on the Avera halftime show. Come back and let's talk a little bit about what we think the Bucks need to do in the second half to take home another victory here this season. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Hy-Vee makes grocery shopping easy with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. Just order online, schedule a pickup or delivery time, then leave the shopping to us. Download the Hy-Vee app or go to HyVeeAislesOnline.com. It's easy to create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Plus, with Hy-Vee Aisles Online, pickup is free on orders over $24.95, and delivery is free with the Hy-Vee Plus membership. Save time, shop online with Hy-Vee Aisles Online.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC. And those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today. But if you keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit the local community, why would you invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
It's time for your seasonal flu shot. Flu vaccine is recommended for all those aged 6 months and older. Appointments are recommended. Call 665-7841 to schedule yours today. Walk-ins will be accommodated. Insurance billing available, and most major insurances are accepted. Learn more at YanktonMedicalClinic.com. Seasonal flu shots. Just one more way Yankton Medical Clinic provides so much care, so close to home.
There are a lot of rates out there, and it can be tough to find the right one. Well, let's make it easy. With FNBO's special offer CD of 5.5% APY for 3, 7, or 17 months, you can earn more, save more, and do more. That's 5.5% annual percentage yield for 3, 7, or 17 months at your nearest FNBO location with a minimum deposit of $500 and an FNBO Premier Checking account. So stop on by and give your savings a great big boost with the Great Big Small Bank. FNBO, member FDIC.
Hello. Here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
And welcome back to the Avera Halftime Show. Bryce Ladwig, Josh Boelter here at the Gene Brownell Complex at Aberdeen Central High School. Right now, Aberdeen Central leading Yankton 15-14 at the half. And Josh, it's a really weird game for both teams. Some big plays and some highlights, of course, but a very untraditional first half.
Yeah, and it was one where you look at it, the scoreboard says 15-14. In reality, this should be honestly, 8-6. There's been some crazy plays here, a safety, a strip sack fumble for a touchdown, a couple turnovers leading to some Aberdeen points as well. And I think both these teams could tell you they could have played a much cleaner first half, but luckily for both of them, unfortunately for both of them, I think they're pretty happy with how that first half went, just in the sense to be in a 1-point game, with how sloppy both sides really kind of played in that first half.
It's our time for a halftime key to victory, brought to you by Vision Care Associates. KYNT Sports brought to you by Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Josh, what do you think about a key?
Yeah, and I think it's really simple for both teams. Whoever cleans up the turnovers and the mistakes, I think, has a real chance, obviously, of winning this game. When you look at it, Yankton had 3 turnovers in that first half, at the safety as well. Aberdeen will sit there, same thing. They had that sack fumble, a couple bobbled snaps as well. I think if both teams, whoever cleans up the turnovers and the mistakes here in the second half, really can walk away here with a victory.
A highlight of tonight's action, Yankton's defense. Really just... you're looking at the scoreboard, but as you mentioned before, the score really should be 8-6. Yankton's really had their backs up against the wall, have been put in some pretty tough positions, and they've bent a little bit, but they have not broken.
Yeah, not only have they not broken, you got to remember, they have a touchdown in this game. They were able to get that sack fumble caused by Edley Amaro, picked up by Riker Frank for the touchdown. They've played well. It's just one of those where, unfortunately, some bad spots, a special teams turnover, a couple interceptions, and Aberdeen was able to take advantage of those and get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and we were expecting really bad weather tonight, and hopefully it stays this way, because now I've probably just jinxed everyone that's out in the stands. But I will say, it's a cold, kind of a bitter night, but so far the weather's really held up.
Yeah, weather's held up, and it really is fortunate, considering earlier today I thought we were going to get rained on throughout the entirety of this broadcast. But either way, like you said, weather doing a nice job of holding up so far.
Teams come back out into the field for their second half warm-ups. We will step aside. When we come back, we will have your second half kickoff in Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
With life insurance, Rhonda Westland with State Farm's got you and your education. You would do anything to protect your family and ensure that they have a bright future. But have you considered how your loved ones would continue on financially if you were no longer here? Life insurance is a simple and affordable way to answer that question. It allows you to say to your loved ones, "I've got you," and mean it. For more information, visit Rhonda Westland with State Farm at 1023 West 9th Street in Yankton.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for nearly 40 years. Whether your game is sports related, or it looks more like gardening, household chores, exercising, or just daily life, if your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. With offices in Yankton, Scotland, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Do you really think it's a good idea to buy insurance off the internet? After all, it is insurance. It's not a commodity like a toaster. It's a contract to protect what you value most. Your home, your car, your business, your health, and even your life. You need a professional, in-person agent to make sure you have the right coverage to fit your family's needs. Schedule an appointment with us today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
And welcome back to the Avera halftime show. Second half kickoff coming up here very shortly. And Josh, we mentioned it just a few moments ago. Yankton has to play a clean football game in the second half. They have really relied on this defense. I'm looking for this offense to really get out. Lucas Kampshoff has been under pressure. This defensive line for Aberdeen is outsizing Yankton, but he's had enough time to at least roll out. And we've had some drops on Yankton's side as well, so I think everyone just needs to clean it up, and Yankton is still in good shape.
Yeah, like you said, the sloppy mistakes here. And the good news is for Yankton, despite the turnovers and a bunch of different things that went wrong, they're only down 1 point. I mean, this is anybody's ball game at this point. If like I said during the half there, whoever cleans up those mistakes, I think is going to be the team that wins this game.
And another update from T area. It's Pure 14 and T 12. That is at half. We mentioned that during our out-of-town scoreboard. I just really want to mention that again because I have my eye on that as it's a little early to standings watch, but actually not really, Josh. We're only a couple weeks away.
Right, only a couple weeks away, and Pierre and Yankton obviously right now are tied in the standings, and T right behind them. And a win over Pierre would put them right up there at the top once again.
Yankton to kick off, moving left to right, Aberdeen to receive, right to left on your screens or listening device. And the return for Aberdeen, past the 20 to the 25 to the 30. It's Eisenbeis to the 40 to the 45. It's spun down into Yankton territory. There's a return to start off a second half.
Yeah, nice return there to start the second half by Eisenbeis, a name we didn't call a ton of here in the first half. He's a big player for this Aberdeen football team with a nice return on that one. Didn't really get an opportunity in that first half. We saw a lot of squibs and pooch kicks and things like that, but either way, nice return there by Cooper Eisenbeis, setting up this Aberdeen offense with a lead and nice field position to start the second half.
All right, 9 seconds into that second half, and it's Lamar under center on the left hash marks. Handoff going straight up the middle for Aberdeen. It is a gain of 4 on the play, and on the carry. Did you see that? It was Ligon.
Yeah, it looks like it was laying in on that one. He had a couple big plays there in that first half. Had a big 30-yard run that set up a touchdown in that first half. Looking to build off that here in the second half. Understand, Bryce, this is also a situation Aberdeen wants to be in. They want to run the clock here, and they have a chance to do that with a lead.
And Lamar under center. 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. Ligon gets the carry past the line of scrimmage. Gain of maybe 2 on the play, or they might give him extra. Yeah, so he actually spun forward. I thought they blew it dead. And so a couple extra yards on the carry.
Yeah, like you said, Ligon was able to break out of a tackle there and get a couple extra yards. Now a 3rd and manageable, about a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 here for this Aberdeen offense.
So 3rd and 2 officially. Those of you just joining us, it's Aberdeen 15, Yankton 14 as we begin the second half of action. Aberdeen has the ball with 3rd and 2 on the Yankton 41. Lamar, handoff to Ligon. Ligon moving forward and is past the first down marker. It's enough for an Eagle first down. They'll move the chains.
Yeah, nice job there. That's exactly what Aberdeen wants to do. Like we talked about, they're going to run the ball, run the clock, try to play with lead, and keep this Yankton offense off the field. Doing a nice job so far here on this first drive, getting a first down.
10:20 to go here in the third quarter. Lamar leaves his sideline, got the play, gets to his huddle. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles on the Yankton 38-yard line. Now in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. He has a single back set. Handoff to Ligon. Ligon off to the left side, has a lot of room. He gets to the bounces out to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and will not be brought down. It is an Aberdeen Central score, and they pad the lead here against Yankton at the 9:58 mark. A big run, a 38-yard touchdown scamper for Ligon.
Yeah, nice run there by Ligon. It's one of those where they're going to go for jabs, get those 3-4-yard runs, and all of a sudden they're going to go for the headshot there, one of those brutal blows, and you saw it right there for a touchdown. Now up 7, a chance at an extra point here.
So the extra point is blocked by Yankton partially. It hits the right post. And Yankton defense, a really nice job. I think someone got their hand on there, Josh, and if not, they really forced the kicker to go through their motion a little faster.
Yeah, nice job there. And I got to be honest with you, Bryce, this is one of the weirdest ways I've ever seen a score get to 21-14. But we got there one way or another.
It looks normal now, 21-14. So it looks normal, but we're at the 9:58 mark. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Yankton to Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
As times change, technology changes. Don't be left behind by your contact lenses. Vision Care Associates now offers infused multifocal contact lenses, specialized lenses that can provide you with clear vision at multiple distances without switching between glasses and contacts. Don't let glasses slow you down any longer. Call us today to schedule an appointment to try infused multifocal contact lenses.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
All right, Yankton looking to answer here as they will have the kick return. 9:58 to go in the third. Eagles on top of the Bucks, 21-14. Yankton moving left to right on your screen or, of course, your listening device. There is the kick. And line drive kick going to Yankton and brought forward to the 38-yard line. That's where Yankton will take over.
And something to keep an eye on, Bryce. The rain is starting to come down here at Aberdeen. You called on the rain, and it's here. Something that's going to be interesting to keep an eye on. Yankton obviously likes to throw the ball mixed in with the run here. And after an already sloppy first half with 3 turnovers, rain doesn't help with that.
For those watching or listening at home, if you know someone, a good Yankton crowd here, by the way, someone here, you can tell them that they can blame Josh. He made the rain happen, so.
I did a rain dance. That's exactly how it happened. We're going to ignore that you were the one calling for the rain. But, yes, the rain is here.
Kamshoff handoff to Evan Sirk goes up the middle. He has a gain of 3 on the play. He'll bring up 2nd and 7 for Yankton as they are desperately looking to just get back on the board. And I say desperately, Josh, just because they haven't had any momentum. It's been the defense, as we mentioned at halftime, that has really carried this team so far. Tucker Gilmore in motion in the backfield. Handoff to Evan Sirk. He tries to bounce to the outside, but he's slowed down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe they're going to give him a yard or two for forward progress.
Yeah, it looks like about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 here. And you're right. Momentum is fully on Aberdeen's side. This game was 14-2 Yankton at one point. It's been all Aberdeen since. Yankton feels like a crucial 3rd down here in this spot.
3rd and 5, Kamshoff looking to pass in the rain. Tucker Gilmore brings it in past the sticks, and he is brought down by his foot at the Aberdeen 41-yard line. That's plenty for a Yankton Bucks first down.
Yeah, nice catch there by Gilmore, like you said, in the rain, able to make the play on that one and get a first down.
2 receivers left side. 2 running backs in the backfield with Kamshoff. The snap. And a read option as Kamshoff now out to the left side. Goebel brings it in. Goebel loses the football, and who got on top of it? Waiting for the signal.
Judging by reaction, I think
Yankton.
it's going to stay Yankton. Yeah, big break there for the Bucks. I thought that was almost a disaster.
And so,
and Bryce, it's not necessarily a heavy rain, but with this wind moving about 15 miles an hour, it is hitting players right in the face.
And Vaden Greil there to jump on the ball. That was a fumble. Lucas Kamshoff pass out again, this time to Goebel, and he gets to the 35, to the 30, to the 20. And look at that speed as he cuts the middle of the field. And that was actually Connor Slaba on the reception. And Connor Slaba found a crease he really liked, Josh.
Yeah, and that was a well-designed play there by Terry Huber in this offense. There was a lot of blockers downfield on that one, on that bubble screen. Nice play by this Buck offense.
And now it is Fresh set of downs as Evan Sirk gets the handoff. He's inside the 10, trying to grind his way to the 5-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 6 as Yankton is in the Upper Midwest Insurance Agency red zone. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call today to set up an appointment. 2nd and 3. Sirk, the handoff. And gains a couple extra yards there as Yankton is now at the 3-yard line.
And it is 3rd and goal, Bryce. Third and about 1 here. Yankton can get the first down.
And they have a whole set of downs to get into the end zone. So very important here on 3rd and 1. And it's handoff to Matthew Sheldon. He won't need it, however, as the bombshell goes off. Matthew Sheldon scores for Yankton. He didn't even really need to find a crease. Josh, he made it himself. Gets into the end zone for the Yankton Bucks.
Nice job there by Matthew Sheldon. Kamshoff hands it off to the big guy, and then he rumbles and tumbles his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Yankton now with a chance to tie this game up here. Extra point pending.
Trujillo out to kick that extra point. 2 of 2 and extra points so far. Conway, the snapper. East Nelson, the holder. And Trujillo, the kicker. We're knotted up at 21 at the 7:27 mark in the 3rd quarter. Yankton kicks off to Aberdeen when we return in 30 seconds. Yankton Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Welcome back here to Aberdeen, South Dakota, where your score is 21-21, 7:27 left here in the 3rd quarter. Yankton with a touchdown there. Matthew Sheldon from about 2 yards out on the run. Yankton able to tie this one up and end a 19-0 scoring run there for Aberdeen. Bryce, a nice response here from Yankton, and all of a sudden, in inclement weather, pouring rain here in Aberdeen.
I didn't know that rain could go sideways. It's horizontal rain right now.
Yeah, and we looked at it. Winds are at about 15 miles an hour. It's really messing and making this rain look even heavier than it is.
And ball returned at the 5-yard line for Aberdeen. Cuts to the outside. And slow down at the 21-yard line. That is where Aberdeen will take over offensively. That is almost the most normal field position that Aberdeen has had so far in this game.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of squibs and pooch kicks there in the first half. Yankton gone back to more of a traditional kickoff here in the second half so far. And both these offenses really went out and had a nice start to this second half, both getting touchdowns. Only difference here is Aberdeen misses that extra point, which results in where we're at with this tie game.
And it is Lamar in the shotgun handoff, going up the middle. And just another nice chunk of yards for Aberdeen. They're just getting it done the tough way. They're going right up the middle, using that size on the offensive line, Josh.
Yeah, like you said, they've got some big guys up front, and they're using that to their advantage here tonight. But what I've been impressed with, and what I want to keep seeing from both these teams, is ball security, right? You have this rain. You want to be able to hold on to the football, no big mistakes. Don't want to give either offense a short field.
A 7-yard rush for Ligon at the 6:45 mark. And Lamar, hand off to Ligon again. And slow down at the line. Yankton's defense crashes in, and there'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, I didn't see who got in on that one, but there's a big Yankton defender up front. I think that might have been Riker Frang who got in the mix on that one. And that actually was 73 there. I am trying to read numbers. That is my bad.
Riker Frang.
That was Riker Frang who got in on that one. My apologies on that. Either way, nice stop there on that play by the Yankton defense.
Why do you think I have my binocular, Josh? Trying to see things from quite a distance. As we're at the 6:05 mark here in the third. Aberdeen breaks a huddle, rushes to the line. 3rd and 2. Lamar. Jet sweep going to the near side and won't be enough for a first down on the tackle for Yankton. Matthew Sheldon in on the carry. I believe that was Eisenbeis, if I saw that correctly. And nice job by Yankton slowing him down. 4th and 2. The punt crew comes out.
Yeah, and an interesting decision there from Aberdeen. They've been working with that run up the middle. Try something a little bit different on that jet sweep. Give a different look. Matthew Sheldon saw it right away. Was able to blow it up. And now Yankton with a chance to get the ball back here.
5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. We have a whistle at the snap. And we have a flag on the play, they say. I want to see where the flag is.
And that'll be interesting. I believe this is going to be on Aberdeen. Looks like this is going to put them back about another 5 yards here on the punt. Because if that would have went on Yankton, obviously, that would have been an automatic first down for Aberdeen. But that's going to go on Aberdeen. And now Yankton with a chance to get the ball back here in a tie game.
So a false start. So 4th and 7 now for Aberdeen. Low snap, and Yankton's going to try to get in there, and they partially block it. The ball is punted, however, and Aberdeen will kill it at the Aberdeen 22-yard line. Yankton will take that field position 10 times out of 10. Yankton defense doing a nice job of capitalizing on a low snap from Aberdeen.
Yeah, nice job there. And the rain really playing a factor on that one. Looks like the punter kind of lost control of it on that one. Yankton now, with all the momentum in the world on that botched punt, now with a chance to take the lead here.
Ball lined up on the right hash marks. It's Lucas Kampshoff. The snap and the handoff to Evan Sirk. And Sirk moves forward for about a yard gain on the carry over to the left side.
Like you said, about a yard on that one. Nice job by Sirk. It looked like that was going to get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. He does a nice job of making a man miss and at least getting a yard out of that play.
Lucas Kampshoff. Again, handoff to Sirk, and Sirk is met in the backfield right at the point of handoff. And so a loss of yards on the play for Yankton.
Yeah, and this interior of the offensive line for Yankton is going to have to figure something out here. They're kind of getting beat up in the middle there. They're going to have to figure something out here.
So 3rd and 9 now for the Bucks. Evan Sirk leaves the backfield, leaves it empty for Kampshoff. Pass out to the left side and incomplete in the turf. Austin Goebel couldn't quite get to it as a low throw, and now brings up 4th and 11.
And I think Yankton might go for this, Bryce. This is kind of a long field goal in the rain. Actually, as I say that, looks like they're marching Trujillo on the field. This is in his range, absolutely. I just wonder with the rain, you never know what could happen.
It is actually going with the wind and the rain. And so we'll see as Easton Nelson will be holding this one right on top of the 30. So this will be a 40-yard field goal. This will be his season-long and career-long if he's able to make this. Conway will be the snapper. Easton Nelson, as I mentioned, the holder. For 40 yards, Trujillo, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is through the uprights. Trujillo hits a 40-yard field goal with the rain and the wind here at Aberdeen Central High School. Yankton on top 24-21. That scoring drive brought to you by Core Trust Bank. They are doubling down on Bucks points this season and doubling the money to the Yankton Booster Club. So tonight, so far, that's $48 to the Yankton Booster Club. 24-21, Bucks on top, 4:23 mark in the third quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is Yankton Bucks Football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Hy-Vee makes grocery shopping easy with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. Just order online, schedule a pickup or delivery time, then leave the shopping to us. Download the Hy-Vee app or go to HyVeeAislesOnline.com. It's easy to create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Plus, with Hy-Vee Aisles Online, pickup is free on orders over $24.95, and delivery is free with the Hy-Vee Plus membership. Save time, shop online with Hy-Vee Aisles Online.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Welcome back here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Score is 24-21. Yankton with 4:17 left to play here in the third quarter off of a 40-yard Josue Trujillo field goal. We just had the kickoff here, returned to about the 15-yard line for Aberdeen, so they're going to have a long field to go here, down 3. Yankton all of a sudden with all the momentum, scoring the last 10 points in this game, Bryce.
Yeah, and the Yankees defense looking to continue what they've done all game. That is create pressure on the edges and force runs going up the middle with their linebackers hopefully take care of business. As it is a toss out to Ligon. Ligon now trying to lead some blockers or follow some lead blockers. And he's able to get about 2 or 3 yards on the carry. And, you know, it's only 2 or 3 yards, Josh, but his carries, they've been consistent, and those matter after a while.
Right, and like we talked about this in their last touchdown drive, they go for a lot of those jabs, and then eventually they're going to go for the power punch. But that right there, once again, one of those jabs, they're going to get 3-4 yards, and it looks like, yeah, about 3-4 yards. It looks like even on the score where they're saying 5, but it looks from here about 3 or 4. Either way, though, nice productive play on first down.
It was a gain of yards. We can confirm that.
Yards were gained.
Yards were gained. Right now on the scoreboard, 2nd and 5. And handoff going to Ligon again, goes to the outside, lunges forward, and be a gain of about another 2 or 3. And we say that because, again, I have my binocular, and I'm waiting for the official marking here.
Yeah, 3rd and about 2 or 3 here, Ligon on that run. Yankton here looking for a big stop on this one, trying to get off the field and get the ball back to this offense once again.
3rd and 3 officially, as Lamar will break this huddle and rush to the line. The rain again and wind. You can see the rain in the air being carried horizontally from the field house across the field. Going against Aberdeen in this half. Lamar under center. Handoff to Ligon. Ligon is met at the line, brought down in the backfield by Yankton. The buck stops here. Yankton does it again.
Yeah, Edley Amaro and company in on that one. Nice job by the Yankton defense. Getting a good stop. They've been really good in the run game here tonight, making another big play. Now Aberdeen with no choice but to punt.
And back to return is Tucker Gilmore. That's a role that he's kind of been thrown into a little bit as of late.
Yeah, and and he's got sure hands. You trust him back there, and he's a dynamic athlete as well. Really, really athletic for that tight end position. And now we're going to get a timeout here, actually, from the Bucks on this one. Maybe there's something on that special teams play they didn't like, that look from Aberdeen, possibly a fake or something like that. But either way, a timeout here from the Bucks.
All right, we'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Timeout's brought to you by Hedro.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Tucker Gilmore back to return the punt. The punt is in the air. He's on top of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagle logo. He'll let it die on the turf. Aberdeen touches it at the Yankton 42-yard line, and that is where Yankton will take over and just really looking to go down the field, Josh, and take control of this game.
Yeah, looking to take control here. They've scored the last 10 points in this game. They're down 21-14. Now, obviously, up 3. They got a chance to add to their lead here. And, Bryce, I kind of like what Yankton did on that special teams play. They just let it bounce, and that's okay in this rain. You don't want to risk a drop punt or something like that. Flip the field and maybe momentum. So, nice job there. But Yankton now with a chance to add to their lead.
And 2 receivers left, 1 right. Peyton Peterson in motion. Camshoff to Peterson at the line of scrimmage. He slips. You have to imagine, Josh, right at the line of scrimmage, he slips up. That has to be the moisture out on the turf.
Yeah, wet turf there. Peterson had some space, but trying to turn upfield on this turf while there's rain like that, it's going to be difficult, and you saw it right there on that play.
So 2:15 to go now in the third. And empty backfield as Kampshoff is looking to pass to the right side. Finds Gilmore, but off of his hands. He did have to lunge forward a little bit for it. That ball was going to be a tough catch as it goes out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, I got to feel if you're Yankton, some missed opportunities here. You had the slip on the last play, an open man on that one. A couple missed shots here, but either way, Yankton now is going to try to convert this 3rd and long.
So 3rd and 9 now for Yankton. Kampshoff has Sirk to his immediate right. 3 receivers, right, 1 left. Takes the snap. Pass out to the left side, and it is brought in by Yankton past the chains. That's enough for a Yankton Bucks first down. And that's Carson Ness on the reception. The surefire hands of Carson Ness.
Yeah, nice job by Carson Ness. We talked about that from week to week. They have some serious chemistry on those hitch routes on 3rd down. See another one right there. There is an injured player down the field. Looks like it is an Aberdeen player down the field over on the far side.
And so we'll step aside as well. Your score, Yankton 24, Eagles 21. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd here at the Gene Brownell Complex at Aberdeen Central High School. We'll step aside for 30 seconds.
The start of a new school year is a good time to evaluate your children's healthcare needs, whether it is a doctor's checkup, replacing EpiPens for serious allergies, or renewing prescriptions for inhalers to treat activity-induced breathing problems. Hi, this is Michael from Yankton Rexall, and we pride ourselves in providing accurate prescriptions and appropriate medical information for your child's health. Good health contributes to good students. Celebrating 100 years, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, Yankton Rexall.
The injured Eagle is being helped off the field now, and wish the absolute best. That is Oliver Reif, who is coming off the field for Aberdeen Central, a big contributor to this Aberdeen Central squad.
Like you said, big contributor for this Aberdeen team. You don't want to see anybody get injured, obviously. Hopefully he's okay. Walking kind of slowly over. You're not sure if it's an ankle or something like that, or maybe a stinger possibly. Not for sure on that.
Well, there's 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd. It is a fresh set of downs for the Yankton Bucks. They have the ball on the Aberdeen 45-yard line. And as Reif is officially off the field, and they will continue play. As there's the whistle, and here we go. It is Lucas Kampshoff in the shotgun. Peyton Peterson. Quick motion. Lucas Kampshoff loses the ball. He rolls out to his right. He picks it up and pass out to Peterson. A little too far, too high. And I think that was just as much of a throwaway as anything.
Yeah, and I think Yankton will take that after the bobbled snap there on that play. I think they'll just take a throwaway and get the ball.
And so 1:55 to go in the 3rd now. It is 2nd and 10. And Yankton continuing to try to get things done through the air. It's Kampshoff. Hears me say that and hands it off up the middle. Sheldon and gets to the Aberdeen 37-yard line, maybe even about the 36, Josh, and just short of the sticks.
Yeah, nice job there. That's the play they went to on that last touchdown drive for the touchdown there, and you see it there for another productive game for about 7.
3rd and 2 officially. And hand out to Evan Sirk, gets the first down, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, lunges forward to the Aberdeen 28-yard line. And what another great carry, gain of about 9 on the play.
Like I said, gain of 9 on that play. Nice run by Sirk, able to move the sticks, and Yankton finds some success all of a sudden on the ground.
Kampshoff. And pitch out to the right side. It's to Goebel, tries to stiff arm his Eagle there. And he's able to get to the 24-yard line. And so gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, and that's that triple option. You have the read and then also the pitch out, and Goebel gets a nice gain on that one on 1st down.
Also, Goebel leaves the backfield in motion. Handoff to Sirk, going right up the middle, and he is brought right back to the backfield by this big Aberdeen Central defensive line.
Yeah, and I've been impressed, Bryce, by this interior defensive line for Aberdeen. They've done a good job winning the battle up front, keeping this run game honest for Yankton now as they stare down 3rd and 5.
30 seconds to go in the 3rd. It's 3rd and 5 for the Bucks. And we will have encroachment going on Aberdeen. I'm almost sure of it. But Coach Brady Muth is not happy on the sideline, so maybe I'm wrong about this, Josh. What are you seeing?
I believe this is encroachment, but I'm not sure what Coach Muth is upset about. Maybe somebody wasn't lined up correctly or something. He saw that maybe he wanted to get that play off and maybe get a free play out of it or something like that. But either way, fresh set of downs here for Yankton after the encroachment.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 now. They are in the Midwest Insurance Agency red zone. Call Travis and Whitney to Divine for your insurance needs. At the 18-yard line, hand off to Evan Sirk. And late feet bounces to the outside, now backs to the middle. He's inside the 5. He's near the goal line, and he is brought down short of the goal line for the 3rd time this game, Josh. The ball is placed at about the 1-yard line.
Nice run there by Evan Sirk. Puts the Yankton in quick position. They're lining up to run the ball here quickly as Aberdeen's still trying to get substitutions off the field.
They got a timeout.
Looks like they got a timeout off, like you said, on that one. Nice timeout there. That's a good spot because even if Yankton, or even if they did get that time off, even if Yankton wasn't able to score, that would have been obviously at least 12 men on the field there for Aberdeen.
So a 17-yard rush for Evan Sirk. Have you ever seen a running back have a game where he's gotten the ball down to the 1 like 3 different times?
Yeah, it's been impressive, and he's had a good night, a couple big runs here, and he, Bryce, has been so good. Really stepped up this season, been an answer in that backfield from the start, and even more so since Shaler Platt went out.
Yeah, he has been a revelation for sure. We knew he was going to get a lot of carries entering the year, but it was going to be Shaler Platt and Evan Sirk and Jason Lotchek. And Evan Sirk just, it's one of those situations, Josh, where maybe if he starts to tire in a game, you're getting other guys more carries. They're all very capable and very good. But as you said, with Shaler Platt going out, it became Evan Sirk and Jason Lotchek. But Evan Sirk has just been so great, and he doesn't slow down or really get tired, it seems, so he's getting the bulk of the carries.
Yeah, he's been a real workhorse for this team, especially since Platt went out, and he's done a really nice job here for this Yankton team. I mean, we talked about coming into the day, he had over 500 yards rushing on the ground, and then on top of it was averaging over 5 yards a carry, 6 touchdowns. He really can do it all for this Yankton team. A good receiver, too. 8 catches, 90 yards coming into today as well. Just been a good back for this Yankton team.
By the way, that 40-yard field goal from Josue Trujillo will be our move of the game. And is brought to you by Mason Schramm and the Move Group. Make the move with Mason. All right, here's that power formation right on the 1-yard line. 8.4 seconds to go in the third. Is Lucas Kamshoff. Has 3 blocking backs. And we have another flag. And I don't know. This might be even going against. No, they're going to say it's going against Aberdeen. So, what's half the distance of a yard? Half a yard. So just moving forward some inches.
Yeah, bring it on in a little closer. It looked like Yankton did jump, but that was in response to an Aberdeen defensive lineman moving just a little bit there. Now Yankton even closer here on this 1st and goal play.
All right, so the ball does get moved forward, about probably the length of a football, and Lucas Kamshoff, again, will line up in that power formation. The 3 blocking backs right at the line. Snap, rolling. The pass to the back of the end zone is good. You can count it. Yankton pulls a little trickery there on the option for Lucas Kamshoff. He decides to throw it to Tucker Gilmore, who's able to bring it in on the backside of the end zone. Josh, we have seen that happen with Yankton. Usually it's a run in that power formation, but Lucas Kamshoff sometimes elects to pull the ball and pass.
Yeah, and we haven't seen that look a ton from Yankton. I like that little wrinkle into that. Usually you either see him take it outside or go up the middle. Nice wrinkle there to throw the ball. Now Yankton up 2 scores.
And Trujillo out for the extra point, 3 of 3 on the day. Make that 4 of 4 as Yankton now leads 31-21. 5.6 seconds to go in the third. We'll be back in 1 minute. Yankton Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaiser and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
Yankton to kick off to Aberdeen, leading 31-21 with the final remaining seconds of the third quarter in front of us. Trujillo lines up with the special teams and boots it in the air. Nice traditional kickoff. Back at the 1 yard line, it will be returned. And it's Eisenbeiss on the return, as he is brought down at about the 15-yard line, maybe the 16, Josh, and that will end the third quarter. So when we come back, it will be Aberdeen has it in their own territory trying to answer the score from Yankton. And that third quarter was brought to you by Truxedo. Truxedo is a proud sponsor of Yankton Sports and committed to driving forward. Be loud, be proud, be Yankton. And First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. This quarter break brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. And on the financial advisor Colby Cookta Edward Jones scoreboard, it is Yankton leading 31-21 entering the fourth quarter. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 605-665-4567 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. And we begin the fourth quarter. Aberdeen has it on their own 16-yard line. Lamar to pass. Left side, brought it in the flat is... Let's see who that was.
It looks like it was Ligon in on that on the swing pass. Either way, Yankton able to blow that up almost in the backfield on that one. In fact, they're going to say that was about a loss of a yard on that play. Nice job by the Yankton defense. It was almost like a swinging screen. They have the defensive line draw in and swing it out in the flat to the running back.
Yeah, so it was Ligon, as you mentioned, and that is a loss of a yard. So 2nd and 11. And out Lamar to pass again under some pressure from behind. Edley Morrow gets to him, but he gets the ball off in time. Pass completed to Brody Asoff. And Asoff gets past the original line of scrimmage by a couple of yards. And Aberdeen now moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and that was a nice job there by Lamar. I didn't think he was going to be able to get that one off. Kind of a slow developing screenplay on that one. Yankton getting some pressure on that one as well.
It's now 3rd and 10 for Aberdeen. Ball back at the 16. And Yankton maybe looking to pin their ears back here, as we have a false start going on the Golden Eagles, and that will back them up, and that helps Yankton. And so we will have the ball being moved backwards. I muted you, my friend.
Something caught in my throat there, but yeah, what I was trying to say is that'll obviously...
Emotion.
Yeah, emotion. Obviously, a nice job there. Yankton now putting it a little bit further back with that false start. You want to see that if you're this defense, especially against a team that wants to line up and run the ball in the first place.
So 10.5 minutes to go here in the fourth. It's 3rd and 14 for Aberdeen, and we have another flag on the far side of the field. False start going on the Golden Eagles. When you need to answer the Yankton Bucks, Josh, the exact opposite of what needs to happen. Back-to-back penalties. You have the ball in just kind of average field position. Now you're backed up in your own end zone.
Yeah, and that's one where you have a couple penalties there. All of a sudden you're looking at 3rd and 19 in a situation where you kind of need to get the ball moving here. 10 minutes left, down 10 points. You want to start getting moving a little quicker.
And so ball now placed on Aberdeen's own 7-yard line. It is Lamar in the shotgun. Back to a pass. He's standing in his own end zone. Almost brought down for a safety, but he does get the pass off to Aberdeen. And on the reception is Joey Dahlman. And Dahlman gets the ball back out to the 16. So, again, back to the original line of scrimmage, 4th and 10, as Aberdeen has to punt. The punt does get off, hits the 50-yard line, and a late return decision for Yankton as Tucker Gilmore just grabs it and lunges forward, as Yankton will have it on top of their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there, able to cover it. Kind of a risky decision there by Tucker Gilmore, but now this Yankton defense gets off the field. Yankton now, with 9:45 to left here, up 2 scores, have a chance to get up 3 if they can get a touchdown. Really got to feel like they can maybe put this one away if they can get a touchdown here.
9:45 on the clock here in the 4th. Yankton 1st and 10 on their own 46. Lucas Kamshoff directing the team in red. Read option to Cirque. Cirque has it, lunges forward up the middle. Nice blocking for Yankton, and gets to the Aberdeen 48-yard line. He has had some excellent lead blocking for the Bucks here today.
Yeah, nice run there by Cirque. Once again, he's had some big plays, some hard-fought yards as well. So he's had a really nice game.
And Matthew Sheldon, one of those blockers that have been just really bringing punishment into the linebacking area, giving Cirque some extra room, as well as that offensive line, clearing up the initial holes, and then leave it to Cirque, as you said, to break some tackles and just put on the speed, as it's now 2nd and 4 for Yankton on the Aberdeen 48. Connor Slaba in motion in the backfield. Slaba gets the pass, and he does bring it in, but he actually brings it in behind the line, and so it's actually a loss of a yard.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was maybe moving a little bit slower there, if Kamshoff led him a little too far, but he had to dive out and catch that ball, ended up losing a yard or 2 on that play, like you said.
It's now 3rd and 5 for Yankton as he caught it. I should expect he also kind of tripped himself up or just kind of lost balance. So one of those situations. So 3rd and 5, ball on the Yankton 49 technically, but it's right on top of the 50 basically, matter of inches. And Kamshoff will have an empty backfield and 2 receiver sets on either side. 8:25 on the clock. And it's kind of a push pass up forward, and that for Yankton will be short of the sticks. And that was Carson Ness who got that pop pass, as you would mention, Josh.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be just short, and I kind of agree with the decision here. Yankton's running the punt team on. I agree with this. No need to try to force anything and give Aberdeen momentum. Your defense is playing well here in the second half. Punt the ball, make Aberdeen go the length of the field, down 2 scores, under 8 minutes to play.
It was 2 yards shy of the first down, so now the ball will be snapped at the Aberdeen 46 with Trujillo in the turf. He has to scramble and get out of the way. He does have it, and he may have the first down in an attempt to salvage the play as Trujillo grabbed it out of the turf and rushed to the left side. They're going to say he is short, I believe, however, as we have conversations going on the Aberdeen side, Josh. We have conversations going on the Yankton side of where this ball should be placed, but they're going to say Aberdeen ball, and I think he was under a yard short if he was.
Yeah, and that was just an unfortunate break there for Yankton. They were trying to punt the ball, flip the field, but unfortunately a bobbled snap. Trio made the best out of a bad situation that he could and tried to get there, but was just tripped up short of that first down marker.
So now Aberdeen will have it on their own 45-yard line. Excellent field position again for the Golden Eagles. Lamar will be under center. And he has Ligon in the backfield. Handoff, Ligon goes up the middle, right side now. And just shy of Yankton at territory. Ball will be on the Aberdeen 49-yard line. That is a gain of about 4 in the play.
Yeah, and if you're Aberdeen here, you're trying to score before that 4-minute mark. You don't need to be in a super fast hurry, but you do need to move with some pace here on this drive. You want to get that score before about that 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. That way you can try to get the ball back and give your offense plenty of time if you're able to get a score.
7:10 to go in the fourth. Yankton leading 31-21. It's 2nd and 5 for the Golden Eagles with the ball. Ball on the 50. And now it's Lamar looking to pass under some pressure. Pass out to the right side and almost brought in by Brody Asoff, as that would have been a spectacular catch, but a couple of Yankton Bucks in on the defensive effort. back there is Bodie Thurman and Carson Ness. Really nice job.
Yeah, nice job there by this Yankton secondary that has been tested a couple times in this game. Saw a jump ball there to Asoff, wasn't able to come up with it. Now 3rd and long here, or 3rd and 5 for this Aberdeen offense. And you got to assume, Bryce, this could, if they don't get it, maybe be 4th down territory.
So 3rd and 5, as you mentioned, 6:55 to go in the 4th. Lamar to pass. Steps back in the pocket now rolling out to his left. He's still looking downfield. He has a lot of time here, but not much. Eli Amaro brings him down in the backfield. I spoke too soon. Eli Amaro tracked him down, made a beeline for the quarterback, and took care of business.
And Bryce, what the difference that 70 has made in this game. He has a few TFLs, 2 sacks, one of which was a strip sack that ended in a Yankton touchdown. Number 70 has been playing well tonight.
Yeah, he has been a problem for the Golden Eagles. Another low snap into the turf. But Aberdeen able to get off the punt, takes an Aberdeen hop to about the 11-yard line, maybe the 12, and that is where Yankton will take over. We have seen these snaps, and I do think it has something to do, Josh, with the moisture in the air. I think that ball is just really wet.
Yeah, it is, and we've seen that on both sides a couple times here in this one. You saw it once again there. Fortunately for Aberdeen, they're able to get that one off. Now you're Yankton, you're on offense here. You got this 2-score lead. Your defense is playing well. You're just looking to bleed some clock in this situation with 6:16 left to play.
6:15 or 6:16, like you said, and it'll be Lucas Kampshoff in the shotgun handoff. Cirk goes to the outside, now back to the middle and gains about 3 yards on the carry. Bring up about 2nd and 7.
Yeah, like you said, about 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6, and that's what you want. And this is something that we talked with Coach Muth about in the pregame. We mentioned earlier. First down's their money down. They consider that they want to get 4 or 5 yards on those run plays to try to set up a more productive and manageable 2nd and 3rd down.
So 2nd and 6, 5:45 to go in the 4th. Yankton has the ball on their own 16-yard line. Evan Cirk, the lone back, to the immediate left of Kampshoff. And Cirk hands it to, or excuse me, Kampshoff hands it to Cirk. And he is stuffed at the line. And if he gained any yardage there, Josh, is under a yard.
Yeah, like you said, under a yard, if anything on that. I didn't see the number there for Aberdeen, but a linebacker came in from that 2nd level and blew that play up. Nice job by the Aberdeen defense.
So now 3rd and 6, still for the Bucks. And it's just a 10-point lead for Yankton. So Aberdeen very much still in this ball game, Josh, as they're looking for a big stop here. So Kampshoff sends Goebel in motion, far to near side. Kampshoff rolling to his left. And pass out to Goebel, led him too far, and I think that ball was also kind of tipped right at the line by some fingertips.
Yeah, like you said, might have gotten some fingertips on that one. Either way, nice job of this Aberdeen defense. They need to get the ball back quick. They get it back in just about a minute and a half there, so they got a chance here, and they might even get short field here, depending on the punt.
Yeah, we're looking for a good snap as Yankton is bringing out some max protection here for this punt, Josh, and try to give Trujillo as much time as he needs. And Trujillo has it at the 1, and ball is going to be a short field, as you mentioned, Josh, as the ball dies at the Yankton 37-yard line. And so that's where Aberdeen will take over. You can't ask for much better field position.
Like you said, great field position here for Aberdeen. They have a chance to make this a 1-score game. Have to get it to 1 score here on this drive, down 10 with under 5 to play.
4:44 to go in the 4th. Yankton 31, Eagles 21. Eagles with the football on the Yankton 37-yard line. Thank you for joining us here on KYNT, KYNTV. I'm Bryce Ladwig alongside Josh Boelter. And Lamar, quarterback keeper, rolls out to his right, cuts to the middle of the field, and has a gain of 3 on the play, maybe 4. Someone needs to decide where we're marking this ball, Josh.
Yeah,
officials everywhere. Okay,
interesting,
4.
a little indecisive there, but about a gain of 4 on this play. And if you're Aberdeen, you need to score here within the next minute or two. You have 2 timeouts left, but obviously you got to give your offense time to operate. If you put points on the board here, get a chance to try to win this game.
Okay, Josh, from the line of scrimmage, do some math with me real quick. That's 4 yards, okay? But it says 3 on the scoreboard. This is why I'm getting confused. So 2nd and 7 officially on the scoreboard as Lamar Looking to pass to the right side and broken up on the sideline. Bodie Thurman in there to create the pressure at about the 22-yard line. And Bodie's had some mishaps so far in this game, but he's also had some really nice coverage plays.
Yeah, and he's a solid corner for this Yankton team. Nice job there. Looked like Lamar had ice and bice, and Thurman was able to get in there at the last second and break up the play.
So under 4 minutes to go now in the ballgame. Is Lamar under center on the Yankton 33-yard line, 3rd and 7. Handoff going up the middle. That is Ligon. And Ligon very close to that first down marker. He may even have this, Josh. I mean, he's right on top of the yard to gain. And see if they bring up the chains or not. No, they're going to wave it forward. Coach Brady Muth wants a measurement, but they're going to keep moving it.
Yeah, Bryce, to me that looks like it is a first down. But either way, Aberdeen's already lining up before the chain gain even gets down there.
And Ligon gets the carry, goes up the middle. And gain of a few yards on the play, but this Aberdeen team is moving fast, and they kind of have to judge it on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, they are still burning some time, though, Bryce. They got this ball with about 4:30 left. They're burning over a minute clock here. They need to get moving. They want to get this ball back eventually if they're able to score.
Yeah, and you even hear some of the crowd, Josh, yelling for them to hurry up, too. Everyone realizes the time is ticking, and it's a 2-possession game right now. And so Aberdeen gets 2 of the ball. Now with 3 minutes to go is Lamar looking to pass. Under some pressure. There's going to be a holding going on Aberdeen as Tyson Prouty on the far side of the field was rushing in. He was definitely held.
Yeah, Prouty was getting some pressure, and he was held by the left tackle there for Aberdeen. That's going to move them back 10 yards.
As the ball was thrown away. And see where they wait for the official call here. But that will stop the clock at the very least. So holding going on Aberdeen, as we had mentioned, left tackle. And the clock is sitting at 2:57 right now. And the ball is moved to the Yankton 33-yard line. This would be 2nd and 16.
Yeah, 2nd and 16, like you said, a long distance here for Aberdeen. Now going to be looking, you think, to throw the ball under 3 minutes here, down 10. Keep in mind, we haven't seen their kicker here tonight, but a field goal could be in play here. We have seen a couple missed extra points, though.
Yeah, they're gonna need one anyway, right? So now Lamar keeps it himself and is stopped short of the 30. So it is a gain of about 2 on the play, and ball is at the 31-yard line. So now 3rd and 14 for Aberdeen, and 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, like I said, 2.5 minutes ago. Don't be surprised if Aberdeen's got a shot play here, an explosive pass. Look for it here on this 3rd and 14.
Some personnel changes very late for Aberdeen and some miscommunication as the clock just keeps on ticking. Aberdeen finally gets a snap off. A lot of pressure. Going to the backfield. Another sack by Yankton. Yankton creating the pressure. It's a bombshell going off in the backfield. Matthew Sheldon creating the pressure and creating the havoc for a big loss of yards.
Nice job there by Matthew Sheldon, the junior linebacker, making a big play. Gets the sack there. Now it is 4th and a mile here for Aberdeen.
So 4th and 23 for the Golden Eagles. And the clock is still ticking here, and they're still going to a huddle, Josh, as they're up against the time now. I guess they're hoping now there is a timeout called by Aberdeen. And we'll step aside as well, and we'll go over what Aberdeen has to do to try to get into this game here in the very, very late stages. But it is 31-21, Bucks on top. Minute and a half to go here in the 4th. Back in 30 seconds. Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
KYNT, Yankton, FM 1021 and AM 1450, Yankton's home team.
All right, Josh, what does Aberdeen have to do? They have the ball at the Yankton 40, trailing 10. It's 4th and 23, and they have one timeout left.
Yeah, so obviously got to get at least 23 yards on this play. This one really decides the game here. Got to get at least 23 on this one.
Yeah, if Yankton gets a stop here, Yankton wins this game, no doubt. As Tyson Prouty bringing the pressure. Tyson Prouty with another sack for Yankton. TP9 does it, and he brings down Lamar in the backfield, and that will seal the victory for the Yankton Bucks as they can go victory formation the rest of the way, Josh.
Like you said, should just be able to take knees here. Aberdeen does have a timeout. Will be interesting to see if they use that, but this Yankton pressure stepping up there. Sheldon on 3rd down getting the sack, and then Tyson Prouty, like you said, getting in there on 4th down, getting the sack and icing the game here. And the Bucks, Bryce, are going to move to 7-1.
And it is just great for the Bucks. They have had this game circled. I'd have to imagine 2 years in a row of having Aberdeen get the best of Yankton to come into Aberdeen and take care of business. Very lethargic for the Yankton Bucks. Evan Cirk, nice gain on the play. A gain of about 7 makes it 2nd and 3.
Yes, 2nd and 3 here. Looks like they're going to try to get a first down with Aberdeen not using that timeout actually on that. Trying to get the first down here. Nice the game.
Coach Prettymuth's not happy about something on the sideline. I'm just watching his body language late in the game. I'm going to ask him about that tomorrow morning on the Coach's Corner, and that is at 9 a.m. on KYNT and KYNTV. I will be tired, but the show will be there. As Lucas Kampshoff takes a knee for the Bucks, and Yankton will improve to 7-1 on the season, 4-1 against ESD opponents. The buck stops here at Gene Brownell Complex at Aberdeen Central High School. Yankton is victorious. Aberdeen falls to 4-4 on the season and 3-3 in ESD play in this matchup of top 5 teams in the Class 11 AA standings. Josh, it wasn't the prettiest game ever, but it was a Yankton Bucks victory. We'll talk all about it in the Yankton Rexall postgame show. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back here from Aberdeen Central High School.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
It's tailgate season, so stock up the cooler and fire up the grill. Then load that grill with Sheboygan brats, natural casing wieners, and summer sausage. Make sure Sheboygans are a part of your tailgater. Produced with pride at American Food Groups in Yankton.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
It's time for your seasonal flu shot. Flu vaccine is recommended for all those aged 6 months and older. Appointments are recommended. Call 665-7841 to schedule yours today. Walk-ins will be accommodated. Insurance billing available, and most major insurances are accepted. Learn more at YanktonMedicalClinic.com. Seasonal flu shots. Just one more way Yankton Medical Clinic provides so much care, so close to home.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
There are a lot of rates out there, and it can be tough to find the right one. Well,
let's make it easy. With FNBO's special offer CD of 5.5% APY for 3, 7, or 17 months, you can earn more, save more, and do more. That's 5.5% annual percentage yield for 3, 7, or 17 months at your nearest FNBO location with a minimum deposit of $500 and an FNBO Premier Checking account. So stop on by and give your savings a great big boost with the Great Big Small Bank. FNBO, member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Football season is here, and you know what that means. Checkers is open every day of the week. That's right. You can get Checkers delicious wings daily and catch all of the football action. Every Monday night, enjoy $6 cheeseburgers and fries. So grab your friends, bring the family, and head on down to Checkers. Open every day of the week. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill on Walnut, just north of 4th Street in Yankton.
All right, welcome to the Yankton Rexall postgame show. Bryce Ladwig alongside Josh Boelter. And Josh, what a victory, 31-21 over the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Yankton now 7-1 on the season. And, you know, I mentioned right before we took the break, Josh, just how nice this has to feel for Yankton. 2 years in a row since Aberdeen dropped down to Class 11 AA. They've gotten the best of Yankton in kind of big fashion 2 years in a row. But Yankton able to come to Aberdeen, take care of business on a year where they really just seem to be clicking.
Yeah, they are clicking. You know, it got off to a slow start here. Aberdeen had the lead at half, but Yankton was able to come out, make adjustments in the second half, capitalize on a couple mistakes by Aberdeen, and get out here with a victory. And, you know, they're now 7-1. It's a big win for Yankton. They have a chance next week, obviously, to cap off with 8-1, but really a nice win here on the road against a good Aberdeen team.
Yeah, and we will jump into our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer. Josh, take us through Class 11 AA.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look here. There's a big matchup going on in T, South Dakota tonight between number 1 Pierre and number 3 T. Pierre able to come away with the victory, 26-18 in that one. Really a close game there. Big time matchup. Two teams that we expect to see in the back half of the season in those playoffs. Huron defeated Mitchell 19-14. That's who Yankton will see next week. Sturgis Brown with a 45-21 victory over Douglas. Watertown with a big time victory on the road against Spearfish 42-7, and Harrisburg with a 61-0 victory over Brookings. That's to look at your Class 11 AA. Yankton obviously with a 31-21 victory here tonight over Aberdeen Central as well.
And we don't have traditional stats, so to speak, here tonight, but we will have our post-game coach interview, and that is brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. We're all messed up. As Coach Justin Olson was trying to find his way into the press box, I think we confused you more than you were planning on, right, Coach?
No, this is great. I mean, I'm staring through the window right at you guys. You know,
it's very personal.
Get really close and personal.
Yeah, this is like coffee talk.
All right, Coach. So the last 2 years, this Aberdeen Central team has gotten the best of Yankton, and those games weren't fun. They were just kind of ugly games. The start of this game wasn't much prettier, but Yankton able to come out on top, and this defense really shined through for the Bucks tonight. And then Yankton's offense eventually followed suit, and it became a full team effort, but just kind of a dirty game. But Yankton was able to get out on top and just get the tough victory.
Yeah, you know, coming in, you know, that's what we preach to these guys, because we reminded them that what happened in years past, and don't overlook these guys. And these guys are a good physical football team. We knew what they were going to do. They wanted to run the football. We wanted to force them to pass. and we knew that our defensive line, and then we had those backers in there that put some pressure on the quarterback to get some turnovers and some sacks, and that played out in our favor. Starting out the game though, we came out that first drive. I think it was well orchestrated, by the players. They executed the way they needed to, and then I don't know if they kind of felt that they sat back on their heels and they just kind of it got a little sloppy, so a little undisciplined, and we let them know in the locker room, at halftime that this isn't Buck football, that we need to do better if we're going to identify ourselves as one of the better teams in the state, and we can't have halves like this. So, but on the same note, came in and also said that if you guys change your attitude, and battle through these adversities, we can't control what happened in the first half, so we got to battle through and take it in stride. We can't go back and change it, but what we can change is how we approach this next half. And they came out on all facets of the game in tough conditions, with the wind, and we knew special teams was going to be hard to punt in and hard to throw against the wind, but we battled back, and I'm really proud of the defense and how they kind of stood the ground and kind of battled back and kind of even contributed on the scoreboard. Yep. Scoring a little Fumbarooski there.
I had Riker Frank for a score the entire way up here. I was like, Riker Frank is going to score. So,
but it was Derek Beal.
It was Derek Beal on that. Yes. Okay.
Was it Riker?
Yeah, it was Riker.
Yeah, it was right. Okay, you scared me just now. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So it was confirmed. It was Riker Frank. Okay, but yeah, that's. The second or third time the defensive lineman has had a big play like that. It just goes to show you that a lot of these Bucks in the right place at the right time and just making it happen.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we also kind of preach, and what they've been doing a better job of is fitting their spots. We did a lot better not over pursuing. We had a little of that in the first half. Especially with a couple guys that weren't quite used to being inside the box, and that kind of hurt us a little bit. But then we kind of fixed some things, and it's a lot of fun to coach a bunch of guys that are football smart and intelligent overall. Plus, then the bonus is that they're pretty dang athletic, and and that's what we saw out here. We could have just folded up like a tent and took our lumps and walked out of here, and then get ready for Huron. On a short week, but these guys knew that for them to achieve their goals and be the team that they want to be and can be and should be, that they had to come out here in the second half and dominate. And I think they did a good job against a well-coached football team.
Yeah, Coach, let's talk about your defense's ability to generate pressure and get sacks. I mean, you look at Shelley had a sack, Tyson Prouty coming back, having a couple sacks tonight as well, Edley Amaro as well with the big strip sack there that led to the touchdown. Just talk about your guys' ability to get pressure, get sacks. How important is that, obviously, to a defense?
Well, that's very important. The less time the quarterback has to throw and kind of keep his eyes down and see what's coming after him. And when you have some big guys like that front four coming at you, you should be a little bit nervous and your eyes drop for a little bit and you lose sight of the receivers, which helps our secondary out, get in position or help cover their guys. So it's kind of a culmination of everything, and our secondary has gotten a lot better too of not giving up the big play. I know we had a score over there on a fade on a short field, but you just got to flush that, and it's big to have playmakers on the defensive side and that are fresh. I mean, Tyson is strictly right now playing defense, and Edley playing defense as well. And then we got a little more healthy on the offensive line. So Derek Beal was a little more fresh, and that shows up. So if we can keep our alignment where it needs to be, and keep on progressing as far as defense assignments and not stand out of their lanes. A couple times you saw that they kind of dipped inside and the quarterback got outside the frame, and that's something that we got to clean up and fix. If we can do that, I expect a whole lot more pressures and quarterback sacks to come.
Trujillo showing the leg tonight, a 40-yard field goal, very impressive.
Yeah, and he in pregame he was just striking the ball. I'm not gonna say, because if we have some opponents listening, what his range was when he was kicking it. He was pretty impressive. Yeah, granted it was with the wind, but he's coming along too. As far as his progression, Coach Hale's done a great job with him, and on the kickoffs, and our kick cover team I thought did a really great job. They've been struggling a little bit, but again, they got. they got some coaching up, and we didn't make any changes like physically, like taking players out. They just stayed a little more disciplined and ran their lanes, and they held them to despite the first kickoff, that got returned. They did a one heck of a job on special teams as well.
And we'll expand on it tomorrow morning, but having the short week coming up for here on, how does that really change the Yankton Bucks schedule?
Well, so we'll actually get in like a special team practice usually on tomorrow after meetings and stuff like that, and we have our little 7-7 league that we're finishing up as well for the young Bucks and Gazelles. But it's just kind of business. We just kind of bump the day, and it's something that we've had a veteran staff that's been through this before, so we feel very comfortable in how we have approached it in the past, and it's worked for us. And we're just excited to come out here and to get a victory, and then prepare for Huron. After our little jaunt back, but definitely we'll be ready for the Tigers, and short week. It'll be a challenge, but these kids are up for it.
Well, speaking of the long trip, we'll finish with the Josh Boelter last question, and we'll wrap it up, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, this is something I've always been impressed with your defense. It almost feels like on every play you see multiple red helmets get into the football. Is that something you guys preach and practice? Get as many players as you can to football or to the ball on the play and be able to clean up a play?
100%. And we normally run 2 whistles, so we have the first whistle to kind of like when contact is made with the running back. We're not out to destroy our own team on the scout team, but they get to the football, and then a second whistle is blown, and if they have to get there by the second whistle, like everybody. So we preach that, and that's kind of been, as you can see, it's more and more common for them all to be around the football, and good things happen when you have more people around the football, and so So to answer your question, we practice that quite a bit. Because like who we play. We have those teams that we're going to face. Huron being the first one, but then in the playoffs we're going to be seeing some teams that can try to exploit us. And the more people have around the football, the better.
Coach, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Maybe bring me a coffee. It's up to you.
What's your flavor?
I'll bring the pizza. Okay. Caffeine is my flavor.
Caffeine's your flavor. I can handle it.
We'll see you tomorrow morning. Congratulations on the big victory. See you tomorrow.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, it's Coach Justin Olson joining us. Always appreciate the time that he takes. And we will take one last break here on the Yankton Rexall postgame show and wrap it up when we come back.
For work or play, JJ Benji's has got you covered.
JJ Benji's can help your company or business with the right look for employees.
Logoed clothing for casual Fridays, new employees, or daily wear.
The latest styles and materials. Give your team the look you want.
Speaking of team, if you watch the Bucks, Gazelles, or Lancers play,
JJ Benji's is filled with a variety of gear in stock.
For fans from infants to grandparents.
JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton.
For work or play, let JJ Benji's make you look good.
Mount Marty University is hosting a fall open house Saturday, October 21st at 9 a.m. This is an opportunity for interested students and families to tour campus and have lunch. We will preview financial aid information like merit scholarships, when to apply, and what we look for in an application. This event is a great introduction to Mount Marty University for any current high school students or those looking to transfer. Attend the fall open house on October 21st. Register at mountmarty.edu/visit.
Introducing the perfect match for your Yankton High School sports nights. Ben's Brewing Downtown and KYNTV. Whether it's a hard spike, exciting goal, or the biggest Friday night matchup, we're here to amplify your spirits and bring the video streaming excitement to you. Gather your friends and family, tune into the action, and savor every moment with the area's biggest Yankton sports fans. Ben's Brewing Downtown is your sideline seat to unforgettable high school sports moments. If KYNTV is streaming it, it's on at Ben's Brewing Downtown.
Welcome back to the Yankton Rexall postgame show. Bryce Ladwig, Josh Boelter, and Brayden Butler all here in the booth here. And Trevin Ricklick as well. Although I don't know where he went. He has family in Aberdeen, from Aberdeen area, so I think he is talking amongst the family. Glad it's always nice to go back home.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a nice reunion. By the way, shout out to my hometown. They actually won their class tonight. Big win. First time ever since I went there. So shout out Denison High School.
It's time for your Iowa out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Josh Boelter.
Yeah, you understand, I was on the team. We never had a winning record, so it's really cool to see that. Anyways, let's get back to what's going on here at hand here in Aberdeen. I figured I'd take my moment.
Oh, yes. I will say that we don't think we had an official block of the game. It was brought to you by H&R Block, open year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. Call 665-3366, so I'll just automatically give it to. There was an extra point that was partially blocked, and then into the low post going against Aberdeen. That really did kind of sway some momentum back in Yankton's favor, even after an Aberdeen score. Let's jump into your awards of the game after. Actually, thank you, Josh. Stat Recap, brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Of course, these are very non-traditional stats, as we were in a situation up here where we were unable to take full form stats, so we just kind of have scoring plays and highlights. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at, like you said, kind of some highlights here, including an Evan Cirk 50-yard run on the first drive of the game that was capped off with a 1-yard touchdown run. Then followed that up, Yankton got the ball back. There was a safety on that, ended up being 7-2. Then you get a couple big plays from the Yankton defense, which included an Edley Amaro strip sack, which resulted in a Riker Fring touchdown recovery. Defense making plays. At that point, Yankton up 14-2. Then Aberdeen went on a bit of a run there, including a 30-yard run from Avery Ligon, which led to a quarterback sneak for a touchdown from Parker Lamar, and then a couple interceptions and turnovers by Yankton led to another Aberdeen touchdown, 15-14 there at the half. Aberdeen opened the second half, getting a 38-yard touchdown run from Avery Lincoln to make it 21-14. Then Yankton goes on a run. They get a 30-yard catch from Connor Slaba, which was capped off on the drive from a Matthew Sheldon 3-yard touchdown run, making it 21-all. Then a big blocked punt from Tyson Prouty led to a Josue Trujillo field goal, 24-21. Yankton then eventually gets the ball back. 1-yard touchdown pass from Lucas Kampshoff to Tucker Gilmore. Then 31-21. A couple sacks from the Yankton defense, including Edley Amaro, Matthew Sheldon, and Tyson Prouty, iced the game for your final score of 31-21.
Let's jump into your awards of the game. Let's start with your offensive player of the game, brought to you by Hy-Vee. It was a helpful smile in every aisle. Josh.
Yeah, I think we got to go Evan Cirk here. He had a bunch of big plays. He had that touchdown the first drive as well. Really nice game for him, and he just continues his run of really great games as the lead back for this team this season.
All right, and then we have co-defensive players of the game. It's brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. Josh, we don't like doing if we don't have to, because, if you have two, sometimes you have none. But in this case, you really do have two very deserving players. Go ahead.
Yeah, and this one's got to go to two players, like you said. Tyson Prouty, first up. He had a sack and a half tonight. He also had a blocked punt on the evening. Really an impressive night from him. And then, of course, Edley Amaro as well. He had 2 sacks, one of which resulted in a sack fumble for a touchdown for Riker Freng. So really a nice night for the front 7 of this Yankton Bucks football team, something we talked about with Coach Justin Olson just a couple minutes ago. So Edley Amaro and Tyson Prouty, your co-defensive players of the game.
All right, let's look at your schedule preview. What's coming up next for the Yankton Bucks? Well, they're going to Huron on Thursday. That's right, Thursday. So the regular season finale for South Dakota high school football is on Thursday evening. So nothing like Thursday night lights, right, Josh?
Yeah, nothing like Thursday night lights. And they're playing a hungry Huron team that's now 4-4. They got a win tonight on the road at home against Mitchell. And they're looking for a chance here on Thursday night to not only finish the season with a winning record, but get an upset against a good team in Yankton. So that's going to be an interesting matchup after they picked up the 19-14 victory tonight over Mitchell.
Well, Yankton victorious 31-21 here over Aberdeen Central. Again, 7-1 on the season. Thanks to Coach Justin Olson for joining us for our post-game coach interview. All of our sponsors making this broadcast possible. And to Trevin Ricklick, keeping the stats that he kept, also running a lot of production on the site. And Brayden Butler, our host of the Yankton Bucks Football Kickoff Show, as well as the camera operations here at Gene Brownell Complex at Aberdeen Central High School. Josh, final thoughts?
Yeah, no, an impressive win here from Yankton. They faced a lot of adversity early in this game, a lot of mistakes, and they found themselves down a touchdown here in some inclement weather on the road against a good Aberdeen team, and they were able to overcome, make some big plays, and get out here with a victory. Look, they're now 7-1. The 1 seed is still possibly in play. You don't know what can happen next week, but all they can do is look forward to playing Huron on a Thursday night, get the victory.
We'll talk to you tomorrow morning on the Coaches Corner, 9 a.m. on KYNT and KYNTV. Go Bucks, and go enjoy your weekend. This has been Bucks Football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Thank you for listening to Yankton Athletics on KYNT, a Riverfront sports property, and Yankton's home team. Remember, KYNT is your home for Yankton High School athletics.
FM 1021 and AM 1450.